you try talking?
Yep, I am here. Excuse me.
Alright, try talking one more time and try to test the audio levels one more time.
Okay.
So we'll see if that's possible too. Okay. Cool. Alright, well, for anybody joining in, watching us, having a good time, or anything like that, we are doing some shiny hunting on Pokemon Sword. Well, I'm on Sword, and you're on Sword as well, right?
I think I am.
Yeah, so I did the bad thing on this account where I am nowhere near done on the story, but we completed the Pokedex, so we have the shiny charm. But I think, so with my league card, I think we beat 5 gyms. Yeah, so 5 gyms. So just speed run to the point where we can go to the Crown Tundra and shiny charm, shiny hunt. So I haven't caught a single legendary on here. We've gone through it a few different times. But
Alright, am I supposed to do this the same time you are?
So yeah, you talk to them. So yeah, you go ahead and talk to them. It's been a while since we've done this. So you go and talk to them, and then you hit link code. And then I'm just setting it all ones. Or I guess, sorry. I'll set it 7, 9, and then all zeros. Okay? So 7, 9, and then all zeros is link code, yes. And then invite others.
Wait. Hold on.
Sure.
No, because I started this on my own. Like, I'm confused.
Oh, come here real quick. We'll get you squared away.
Oh.
Yeah, Anne's playing on a Switch Lite. She can move
Wait,
around.
never mind. I got it.
Okay. So it's 7, 9, and then all zeros. And I don't think I'm connected to the internet. I don't know. I think it's local. And as a matter of fact, I'm actually going to quit and connect to the internet just in case, okay?
Okay.
Also, if you're watching and you jump on the stream and you're watching us and you want to join in, I mean, we're sharing the link code here, and it's only the 2 of us, so we're more than happy to take on more people. So feel free to jump in. Granted, we're going to launch it pretty quickly once we get in, but I'm connecting to the internet now. And alright, so now let me get started with her. It's been a while since we've done this.
I'm on the internet.
Alright, I have Inte as one of my potential, like, do you want to go after that? And it's like, yeah, but
I don't have that, so I'm just saying anything is fine.
Yeah, anything is fine.
Okay.
I'm not going to be too particular. And then code is 79, all zeros. Invite anyone. But yeah, I mean, so we have the shiny charm, and then the rates are increased, so I think it's, I wish I remembered the rates, but I thought it was 1 in 25 runs you're guaranteed. So we should see, I mean, if we do, we should see at least 2 shinies. So if you catch something at every line, then it's 1 in 25 runs.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, it's been a while since we've done this.
Yeah. Oh, crap.
I mean, you got your Weezing, your favorite, your buddy.
Oh, my God, I hate
He's fine.
him.
He's got good moves. He's got the sludge bomb.
I know, but I hate him.
Oh, you could have a Dragonair. Oh, they're going to change
Ah.
Arthur and Amelia? Anne, did you see who our 2 are with us?
Arthur and Amelia?
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright.
A squad.
So it's a ghost. So we want to find like a ghost dark route, which it didn't look like there was one.
There are no ghost or dark, unless they're dual typing somewhere.
We can go to this normal route. I think the normal route's a good case, just so that they can host the thing. I'm a ghost type, so I'm just keeping mine the whole way.
Oh, hi. Stupid ghost sandcastle.
I don't think he's really stupid, man. He's pretty cool. Yeah,
Whatever.
these are the clothes I just bought because my character was in the original.
Yeah.
Let's change it up a little bit. Let's get something going on here.
Whereas I specifically got on here early and went and changed my outfit.
Yeah, for anyone that thinks this game is about Pokemon catching and doing Pokemon, no,
It's a dress-up game.
It's been a while since we played this, and I forgot like how hard the dungeon is in theory. When you're like, oh, I only have so much PP, I only have so much I can do. Oh god, it's gonna be rough.
Look at your stupid hair.
It's the default hair. Shield, that's like where all my competitive VGC stuff is, and the like handful of shinies we've had so far. But fun fact, I've only ever caught one shiny that wasn't like boosted from an event or something like that. Well, two now, two. That wasn't an event boosted one or anything else, and it was a Petalil and Anne's Friend Garden from X and Y. And then the second shiny ever was a Solgaleo on this run in this game, but on my shield. Oh, you cut out there. You still on the mic?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Just cut out for a second.
Whereas me, like no shiny charm, nothing. Was like, I'm gonna breed some Cinderaces because I like that Pokemon. And what was it? I was 28 eggs in breeding Scorbunnies, and I got a shiny Scorbunny. So I just had stupid luck.
Alright, so, and how many runs? Because I think we stream tonight until I get a shiny.
Okay.
So the question is...
Time is now, it's 10 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be comfortable going an hour.
Oh, I think we're going to go past an hour. Let's be honest.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say like an hour is like my guess.
So 11 p.m. Okay, if you're watching...
I would...
Okay.
I'll make a bet with you that by 11 o'clock you catch a shiny.
Okay. So anyone want to drop in the comments? We'll even do something fun, because if you're local, if you're somebody we know, which has a high chance of that, because we're still a very small stream. Whoever's the closest, free Firestarter Games t-shirt. So drop something in the comments. If you're watching this later, I'll try and remind if we still haven't caught one yet and I see the viewer count goes up, but I know we've got 4 viewers right now, so just drop something in the comment. Let us know what time. It's currently 10 p.m. Closest to the time without going, well, no, just closest to the time. We're buying the Firestarter Games t-shirt. And it's locked at 11.
Yep.
But
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. So we'll go from there, but feel free to drop in the comments or the chat what time you think it'll be, and we'll go from there. But we're 10 minutes in. We've only got a Persian so far, so...
Oh, I didn't catch it.
Oh, you should still catch it, because you have a shiny charm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should still catch it, because there's still a chance for it to be shiny.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you can still... Because you've caught all the legendaries at this point.
Yeah, but it's been a minute since we played this book.
That's fair.
I've been doing that Animal Crossing life.
Where do you want to go? Ice, ground, or normal?
I don't know. And I've been doing that Summer and Mara life now, too.
That's true.
Hi.
Hey!
How are you?
I'm okay.
Hey, do you want a chance to win a free Firestarter Games t-shirt?
I was getting a mouse pad.
You are, but you have a chance to win more. By the way, the orders are going out Friday, so I'm going to get everyone's addresses for that. But no, I just decided to do a free t-shirt for whoever is the closest on what time they catch a shiny, and set 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So you can throw it when you want. And if you're closer than Anne, you get a t-shirt, because right now, you're the only one in the running, because nobody's commented it yet.
I'm gonna say 11 o'clock.
That's what Anne said.
But next year.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
next year.
No, okay, first of all. It's
Next year, 11 o'clock.
Every 25 runs, I think you're guaranteed one with the shiny charm. So if we do 25 runs, we're guaranteed one.
Oh.
So we'll get one tonight. It'll just take over.
Well, how many runs are you in?
Oh, this is the first run. Like, we just started. And I don't know how many I've done prior to this without one, so, like... There's a lot of aerials up here. This could be the run. I don't remember. I have not caught a shiny on this account yet, and I know we've done at least a few runs, so it's just... We'll figure it out. Alright, is anybody going to take this stupid dope tree? You got a Switch? You got a Pokemon? You want to join?
6 a.m. I'm going to say 6 a.m.
6 a.m. Alright, fair enough.
I'm going to say in 8 hours. It'll be 6 a.m. for me. I'm going to say it's going to take you 8 hours.
8 hours. Well, we're streaming until we get one. Just doing some quick maths there. If it takes 25 runs, and each run takes about, 5 to 10 minutes. Hold on, I forget how I did the math there. Let me rethink about this. 5. This is this is 1. I hope there's one on this first run.
120.
That's fair.
Yeah, because according to YouTube, we've been streaming for 13 minutes and we're almost at the finals of the first run.
So it's either going to be in 2.5 hours or 8 hours. I don't know how I got to 8 hours the first time.
Okay.
I think I did 10 minutes per run the first time because I thought you were doing it the way where you have to load in for everyone. I didn't realize it was like a battle tree kind of thing.
Oh no, it's just tree. You just.
I'm gonna say in like 2 hours.
By the way, and you might want to take him because he's ghost. He's ghost round.
Ooh, the Growler.
Yeah. And
Don't be rude.
You get a free heal out of it. Do you like?
Are you guys playing together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you have a Switch and you have Pokemon and you have the Crown Tundra, you can play with us.
I don't have the DLCs.
They're amazingly worth it. Like, the first one, I was like, this is okay. But the Crown Tundra one is, like, well worth it.
Oh, yeah,
Hey, Chris,
that's really
what's
good.
going on? Chris just popped in the chat and said, what's cracking?
Also, it's a little worrying. I do not know when my Switch is at.
I mean...
It's not in its case.
That's worrying.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened to it. And it was technically a special edition.
Oh, which one was it? Was it the X and Y one with not X and Y, the Zacian Zamazinta one, or?
No, it was just the Splatoon 2 one.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, they were just green and pink, and it came with Splatoon 2. It didn't have anything fancy about it. That's it.
That's still cool.
It was just an interesting color that eventually got released anyways. Like, they could have just put like a squid or two on there. That would have been nice.
No.
Come with like a
Chris,
free sticker.
I don't think we need shinies for giveaways because we're just doing like fun shiny hunting, but we might do it in the future because I like that that's Justin's thing, like in the local community. So I want to have Justin on. He's at the wedding this weekend, so he might. I think he's going to start doing this with us. So I want him to start running, like just keep running that on his Twitch, and then we can send him over there because I know that's something he was doing for a while. But thanks for the offer. No, so Kat, I was talking to Zeke earlier, and he said he was burnt out on Valorant, and I get it. I'm still gonna play it all the time, but we need to find a new game.
I bought a fucking battle pass. I'm not allowed to be burnt out.
I mean, that's fair. That's totally fair. I'm still gonna play it like crazy, but like I get what he's saying. Like as far as streaming, I guess.
Had me download that Smash Legends thing.
Oh my
yeah,
god, that
that's a
game's
good
so
one.
good.
So good.
And the best thing about that is if we do have 6 people, I think you can do versus. Like you can just 2 3v3 teams. Are you taking this, Sam?
Yeah, I said I'd take it.
Because you got Shadow Punch.
Give it to me.
Smash Legends is a lot of fun, but I kind of like the idea of having the shooter. Oh, scientist.
You guys should totally get Risk of Rain too. It's really fun.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've been thinking about I know Overwatch 2 is coming out, so I don't know how soon.
Is that still gonna be PvE or like what?
I don't know. So I was talking to Zeke about it, and apparently the current Overwatch is 6v6, but in Overwatch 2 they're dropping it to 5v5.
Oh, come September, if you guys are interested in Diablo 2, I'm pretty sure that's like up to 8 players, maybe more.
The re-release. So, fun fact.
I'm so excited for that. I'm the biggest Diablo 2 fan.
I beat, Diablo 1 was one of my favorite games that I never beat in my life because I was we were at Best Buy or something like that, and I just saw it, and it was like shortly after the game released.
I played it a little. My uncle burned it onto an AOL disc. But Diablo 2, my mom played it, my uncle played it, my cousin played it, my dad played it. So my whole childhood, every night, I'd just be sitting there watching them play Diablo 2 until I was old enough where they'd let me touch the computer. And then I got onto the OpenNet, and some hacker gave me invincibility charms, and I just like face rolled as an 8-year-old all the way through that game.
Nice.
So, I have Diablo 3 is the newest one, right?
Yeah, I've got that one too.
So I've got it on PS4, but we've never played it. And so Diablo 2, like I've opened Diablo 3, but I haven't done anything with it. So technically, Diablo 2 is the only one I've never played. So when I saw they were doing the like remastered, I was like, that's cool. I'll be down for that.
And the remaster's apparently going really well. They're sticking so closely to the original coding that people were able to import their 20-year-old saves with little to no problems.
Wow.
Well, that was during the alpha, of course, but like, I think the most they're doing is adding some more rune combinations, some new armor sets, doing some balance changes, and some like quality of life.
Yeah.
And also they're making it kind of a 3D engine on a 2D background, kind of. I don't know. It's supposed to look better.
Well, so since you have your Switch, you need to find your Switch because the other thing that once it comes out, I plan to stream a lot of is the Pokemon MOBA game. I don't know if you saw it.
I've heard of it. I didn't know it was on the Switch. I thought maybe it was on the mobile, actually.
Well, so it's Switch and phones.
I don't know if my phone would be able to run it, honestly. I have some struggles with TFT.
Yeah, well, so this one, I mean, it's simpler, obviously, because it's Pokemon and it's designed for, like, kids and stuff to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll get an emulator for, like, phones and see if that'll work well. If not, I'll just get it on the Switch if I find my thing.
Yeah.
No, it didn't let me catch that. That's weird.
I mean,
because
like...
if you already have it, you can't catch it.
Yeah, I forgot.
So here's the first run. We're going to see what happened here. I hate it because I'm on call right now and I just got a call from work and I just texted him and said, like, what's up?
I'm gonna go do like a cursory glance and see if I can find my Switch in like 5 seconds because I really do want to know where it is.
Okay, none of mine are tiny, so I don't want any of these.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Did I not catch one?
What?
1 second. I had a call from work and I needed to just check and see what the voicemail was.
Gotcha.
Okay. Hey, Ann. I'm gonna have to check and see what that was for work call and said it's an emergency, so. Yeah, I'm not taking anything. None of them are shiny. We don't want any of those.
Garbage.
So let me queue up the next one. And then, Ann, I might have you run with my controller for a second while I step away, and then you and Pat can talk. Or Kat can talk. Because I'm just going to need to return this call real quick, but we'll keep everything going, keep it still streamlined, so same link code. If anybody's watching, they want to join us, feel free. You just got to jump on kind of quickly. Because once we pair it up, we're good to go.
Alright, let me come over there.
Okay. Oh yeah, you can just sit in my chair. And just talk from here, yeah. That's fair. Okay. So give me 1 second, I'm going to step away real quick. And then Ann's going to take over, and then when Kat gets back, they can talk, and I'll be right back. It shouldn't be more than maybe 2-3 minutes. Alright. You're good to go. Oh, mine's not watching.
I have to.
Oh, you're good.
I apparently put the code in first. Oh, the best. Yes. Let's do it. Yeah, start exploring. Woohoo! Thing. And I'm just gonna take this. Why? Yes, whatever. Okay. Let's do this. Be the very best. No one else before. Dark. Something you need to know about me. I'm not very good at types. So I don't know what's good. Dark. Yes, Ghost is not good start. We're gonna hope and pray. That'll be good. There's the page. I'm gonna say, I think this is the one. This is hand slash. This is hand slash. That's not useful. Yeah, I mentioned earlier when this is a Jabbathejutt, that makes fun of me for it. But I mean, they didn't want me to treat it like a Jabbathejutt, how much it was. Cute accessory.
I think it might be in a briefcase, but I don't know where that briefcase is.
Like you traveled with it at some point.
Well, I took it over to Cookout or something. I did not take it in its case because I was like, all I'm gonna play is my Miku Miku dance game.
Yeah.
And play the Tetris, and both of them were downloaded, so.
Yeah. So, I'm playing this dangerous game. And I know the ending Pokemon is dark. And I don't know types that well. So I'm like, Ghost is good against dark, right? So
it's either that or the opposite.
I feel like they're like, it's either one. I don't know anymore. I know like the basic ones. So I'm just sitting here like hoping that I'm correct and that it'll turn out okay.
Ghost is weak to dark.
Crap. It's probably okay. What's good against dark?
Bug, fairy, and fighting.
Oh, I have a bug move. That's right, because it's like dark and it's like all the different like fears, like the fear of bugs and stuff like that.
Fear of bugs. I don't know. I feel like it was more like bugs are good in the dark. You know, until they get zapped by a little zappy zap. Like mosquitoes. They like dark places.
Yeah.
And I guess fighting kicks dark because if you're macho, you don't fear it.
That's fair.
And fairies, they make light.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, struggle dog is to win. Woo!
I know fairy is weak to steel because of the whole like iron and the fae thing. But I also like to imagine it as, you know, just getting stabbed hurts.
I see you can fly. What if I just tie them to steel her legs?
Stab right. But no, it's mostly because like iron is supposed to burn the skin of the fae or some shit.
Nice. I don't want that. No. Maybe somebody should have taken it because I'm in a body press, but it's fine. I'm gonna struggle dog. So you said fairy's good?
I closed them and hit shift T.
I'm gonna go to this get this fairy.
Davey!
Fairy beats dark.
Hey!
Yes.
Did you find it?
I cannot look until you get to the car. I don't know where else it would be.
Okay.
We're still looking for my. It's not like a briefcase. It's like a satchel bag that's kind of like a backpack briefcase kind of. You know, the white women carry around. I had it when I was doing my job gathering teaching. Yeah, I'm gonna mute and go look for that again.
Hello, I'm back. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
Hear me now.
Yes.
Very sorry, I muted myself before you left. Apparently.
Yeah, we're down to...
Cat is still looking.
Oh. Were you just silent the whole time?
No, I was talking about things.
It dropped from 5 viewers down to 3. Handshakes without a viewership.
Yep.
So there's a small chance that I will. Oh my god, I hate this. I rolled over the phone charging cord, I think.
Oh, nice.
No. So there's a chance I might have to run out to a shift real quick.
Okay.
For like less than an hour, or less than 15 minutes. Yeah, it's really stupid. I'm gonna drive an hour to cover 15 minutes of a shift and then drive back. What's the final thing that we're fighting?
It's dark. I might take it.
Okay. But to answer your question, Chris, I don't know if you're still here, but we're doing well. I'm sorry, I had to step away, work. I work in healthcare, and sometimes you just have to randomly step away and take a bunch of phone calls. For no reason. Alright, what do we got? Is it Dark Red? Oh, no, Dark Red's a thing. What is Dark Red? Guys, Lord. I think he's shiny something. But he's a dragon. So he's breaking sweat.
Nice.
Chris, I don't know if you're still there, and I don't know if I answered, but everyone's doing well. We're just
Bye,
hanging out. First run didn't have any shinies, so hopefully the second run will. Hoping.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I almost made a big mistake until Kat came back.
What happened?
Well, I saw the end was dark.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know a good amount of weaknesses and stuff, but I'm like, I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, Ghost is good against dark, right?
Oh, the way around.
And then she was like, I don't know, let me look it up. And she's like, no, Ghost is weak to dark. I was like, oh, okay. Well, Crisis, well, I didn't go to the Ghost Pokemon. So I went to the Fairy one instead, which is where we got Wigglytuff.
That's good.
So.
You got a mouse?
Yep.
So you probably should, because you hit it for ×4. He's a dark dragon.
Rar.
I love the random close-ups it does on the NPCs. Like, real close-ups on the face.
Yeah.
Start blanking and stuff.
But look how cute I am.
I mean, it is pretty cute.
My Wigglytuff like matches my aesthetic.
It's certainly not matching my aesthetic. It's just gunmetal. Almost nothing. But we're dropping his attack.
Woo!
Forget me. Does he not put up shields this whole time, or have I just not noticed? I feel like I
Who, the Guzzlord?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it was fun. So we picked Pokemon right,
Yeah.
and the chick who has the Sand Slash
Yeah.
was like, "I'm gonna take a Ditto," and I was like, so she actually got the Sand Slash after the first battle
Mm-hmm.
when it was a Sand Slash that it copied, and I was like, this seems not helpful.
I mean, she's doing something. Did you knock it out just now or no?
No, it has like a sliver.
Well, I know how I can help. My physical Barreloon on. That
Oh.
I found the briefcase and the Switch was not in it.
Oh no.
So it's either at my brother-in-law's or my mother-in-law's, I think. Because I took it to barbecues at both of those places, and I don't know what happened to it after that. Yeah, I don't think it would be like smushed in the car. I don't know. Just don't know what happened to it.
No shinies.
Sad.
Let's see, I might have one. Who knows? Let's find out. Also, I should probably stop using just Pokeballs for everything, because you get the style points of getting a shiny and something fun, but...
Whatever.
Alright, check summary. Sandflash? No. Boldor? No. Wigglytuff? No. Guzzlord? No.
Sad.
Alright, so that's 2 runs with nothing. Alright, let's jump in the 3rd run.
Oh, is that how long a round takes?
Well, we're jumping in our 3rd one right now.
This is the 3rd one now.
So how long does the round take?
I guess about 15 minutes.
Yeah, give or take 15.
Okay, so it's gonna be 8 hours. I go back to my original statement.
I think it's gonna be 4 hours.
Love it.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up. I spent my entire middle school career trying to get a shiny and never succeeded.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's. So I don't know if you were on here. The only I've been playing Pokemon forever, literally since it came out, and I've played every game multiple times. What do you think?
I've never found a shiny ever.
Oh, look, Mimi is here.
I have caught a shiny Petalil in Anne's friend garden from X and Y. And then my second shiny that wasn't part of like an event where the shiny rates were dramatically increased.
Oh, so you're asking me to kill you now. Is that what it is?
What, because I caught 1 shiny?
Yes.
Yeah, that's more, and it was a Petalil, one of my favorite Pokemon.
It's
of all
one of my
time.
favorite Pokemon too! I played it at that, so Pokemon TCG, they used to be broken down completely differently, and they had small events called Battle Roads, and they kind of didn't mean anything. What's our final thing again? Hold on.
Water.
There were these, I saw this tweet about the lady who, one of the female artists for Pokemon that did a lot of Pokemon designs. I think she designed Squirtle and Charmander, the whole like evolution line. She also did Ninetales, Vulpix. She did Petalil, Cottonee, all kinds. Every evolution. She did almost all my favorite Pokemon.
Oh.
Honestly.
Well, so they had battle roads that didn't mean necessarily as much, and I took this Petalil deck that was kind of like, it was like a troll thing, because it was, you flip a coin and you either paralyze them or sleep them, so you just made it not fun for the opponent to play.
Yeah.
And
There's not a terrain right now, is there?
no, but I'm about to do some on. Maybe you're really quiet. Hold on, I'm turning up your volume on my headphones. But I took the Trolley Petalil Lilligant deck and proceeded to play against like the tier 1 meta deck at the time, which was 6 corners, which was 6 different types that all used like special. And basically, you hit every weakness. And I proceeded to just absolutely roll this guy, just playing that because I hit lucky coin flips every round. I was like, "Yay, Petalil Lilligant!" Oh,
well, if you're frustrated with him finding a...
Oh yeah, Anne is the most inferior. So let's just talk about Anne and luck and Pokemon.
I'm a stupid luck sack is what I am.
We were
Dude, I spent, okay, so like X and Y, I was super depressed, and at the time I was like failing all my classes because all I would do was sit in the back with my 3DS and do X and Y. All I would do was try to breed shinies constantly. I went through an entire math class doing nothing but shiny breeding. And I never got a single frickin' one. I had like 70 boxes of Zoruas, and I never got a single damn one.
I have been breeding in this generation with a shiny charm to increase rates. With my
I breed, I hunt, I've never found one. Ever.
I have a Ditto that is foreign and shiny. So there's this method called the Masudo method where you have the yeah. So I have all that going on. And
it doesn't have to be shiny for the Masuda.
No, but
has to
shiny.
be a foreign Ditto.
No, but shiny. If one of the parents is shiny, that increases it by like a 10th of a
I
percent.
didn't know that one.
Yeah, it's not a large increase. But anyway, so I'm doing all of the things I can. Meanwhile, and go ahead. Go ahead.
Dude,
Make
they were
everyone
like,
mad
oh,
at you.
Sword and Shield, a Sword and Shield, we're gonna make it super easy. Sun and Moon, we're gonna make it super easy. I put Speedy freaking shinies!
Well,
If it's super easy, where are they?
are you ready for this? So, I hadn't I don't even think I finished the game at that point yet
No,
because
you
I didn't.
hadn't. No.
I hadn't finished the game. I didn't have the shiny charm. I was like, I want to breed a Cinderace. Like, I just want a competitive one because I needed it for an event. I was like, I'm gonna breed Cinderaces. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I always have to be a perfectionist. I always have to make sure I'm breeding competitive style at the same time I'm breeding for the shinies.
So keep that in mind. I'm not trying. I'm breeding. I'm like not paying attention, but I notice I'm like, that Score Bunny looked different than the other ones.
Yeah.
And I go and I look and I'm like, oh, it's shiny. And then I'm like, that's only 28 eggs.
Yeah, and I'm gonna need you to sleep with one eye open.
Meanwhile, I was specifically breeding for shiny Mantine before a regional, and I think I hatched like 1,500, 1,600 of them with a shiny charm, with the shiny Foreign Ditto, like all the stuff, and just none. I got so many 6 IV competitive ones, and just nope, don't get one. And then so her luck doesn't just carry on the VGC though, because on the TCG, we were at one of the shops up in Dayton, one of the card shops.
You're cutting in and out on your mic.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the Discord or if it's in the stream too, honestly.
Let me check the stream real quick. Test. Alright, is it any better?
You'd have to talk for a few seconds.
Oh, okay. Alright, so we went to a local shop up here in Dayton, and they had base set packs. And I decided to buy a base set pack for Anne, just so that she could open one, because she'd never opened that before. By the way, is it cutting out anymore? Because I just checked the stream and it's
no, it's stopped cutting out.
Oh. I think I was sitting a little bit further away, so I'm going to pull the mic a little closer. But, so I get Anne a base set pack, and it was base set
It's doing it again.
It started doing it again?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what?
It's like cutting in and out.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that any better or worse? Better or worse? Hello?
I don't know what it is. Like, why it does that.
I don't know. I've never heard that happen before.
Yeah.
Is this any better? Any worse? Hello?
I think it did it at the start of you speaking. Because I can hear you through Anne, like very distantly, but then you cut back into yours.
Okay, is this any better? Is this sounding good? Are we sounding crispy clean now?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know, because it just happens randomly. It'll just like gone.
Okay, that's weird. But anyways, so we get in the pack of base set. It was $30, I think.
Something like that.
This was a few years ago. Right now, if it was base set unlimited, it's like a couple hundred. But okay, so I went and checked my mic settings, and I'm gonna turn up the mic a little bit because I think part of it is. Am I also a little quiet?
No.
I don't know. I don't know if it's in the stream. It might just be like your Discord decibel settings, like.
Oh, that's fair.
Or what it picks up.
That's fair. It could be. I'll look at that in a second. But so anyways, telling this, I keep cutting myself off in my own story. Anne opens the pack, and of course it is the Charizard. So her only pack of base set she's ever opened, she pulled a Charizard.
Yeah, as you do.
Unlimited, so it's not, it's not Shadowless,
not
First Ed, whatever. No, but we still sold it for $800, like right before the boom.
Yeah.
It's just Anne's.
Anne, can I have you sign into my Genshin account and do all my gacha pulls?
It does that.
I'm gonna ask a cat for luck. Maybe I was hitting up the wrong bitch.
Yeah, and it's just like stupid stuff that I just have this weird luck that I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, and everybody's like, are you kidding me? Like, you pulled a Charizard. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, that's
dude, my family is cursed. We never win anything, and if we do, it's not. The one time my grandma won a raffle, she put a raffle ticket in for a kindergarten quilt that was sewn by the teacher and has pictures of all the kids in our kindergarten class. And Aww. She won it, and they hand it to her, and it's the other class. It was not my class. And so all the moms of the other kids were like, it's not your kid's class. Why don't you give it to one of us? And she was like, no, fuck you. And she never gave up that quilt.
Love it.
I love it. I love the pettiness of like, no, screw you.
I
My
want it.
grandma's a bit of a nut. When my little brother said he was being bullied in class, she got a class picture that was in the news, and then put it on our fridge and marked out with X's the faces of the kids that bullied them.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
Look at hit list.
Grandma's got a hit list.
I was like, my God, dude, what is going on?
That's like some voodoo stuff right there.
See, I
She's
get,
putting
like,
hex on this kid.
my mom jokes that the Wilson family has Wilson family luck, but it's stupid, irrelevant things. Like,
It really is. It's irrelevant.
it's like when you're driving up to Target and it's really busy and there happens to be a spot in the first, like, 2 rows.
You're cutting in and out. Yeah, it's happening.
Okay, well, you
It's
know what?
happening.
It's your fault. No, I'm just kidding.
It's your fault. It's Discord, I think.
I think it's probably
Probably.
Discord because the stream sounded fine. If anyone's watching and I'm cutting in and out on the stream, if you wouldn't mind commenting, we got a few viewers for once. It's kind of weird to see that number above like 3.
It's because it's Pokemon.
Yeah, it's well, I shared this and we have a bunch of Pokemon local groups, and so I shared it in there and was like, hey guys, we're gonna go shiny hunting, which there's none yet. That's why there's no counter on the screen. I thought about putting a counter up, but I was like, we're not gonna get that many. We're not gonna get enough shinies to warrant us. Like, we'll be content with 1.
If you put a counter up, it should be for how many rounds it's taking you.
Oh, that's fair. I also need to like do the design stuff because I have not done any of that yet. And YouTube is not like, I don't like Twitch's stuff as much, but the one thing that's nice is it's really easy to just tweak stuff. Like, there's a lot more built-in stuff. And YouTube just doesn't have the built-ins for it. I mean, you can still use OBS and do a lot of stuff, but you just can't do like the Twitch bots and stuff like that. Are you taking this in?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got Thunderbolt.
Oh yeah, what's our final thing again?
Water.
Oh, that's right. Shows you how much attention I'm paying. Like, every time
If
we
you
do
hear
this...
something in the background, it's because my brother's here and he brought his puppy and it's playing with my puppy, and it's been nonstop.
Oh my god.
Earthquakes.
Earthquakes. Alright, what's our electric? Oh, it's an Electabuzz, and that's my shiny, because I think it's another, like, puke green. That's one of the fun things, like, if you look at shinies, they're all either, like,
Some of them
puke
are
green.
straight up ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ones that...
What were you guys on when you designed that one?
Some of them make me actively sad.
And some of them are just like, oh, we're gonna change the accent color that only appears on like 1 pixel.
Yeah, well, it's like Garchomp is like 2 shades darker as a shiny. Like, there's some
I
of them that
had
are like that.
a shiny Garchomp that I got from somebody in a trade.
Yeah, and it's like 2 shades. And I got confused for the longest time because I hadn't seen a shiny one, or at least not that I was aware of. And I saw a fan art shiny that had it like jet black with like yellow accents. I was like, that looks so cool. I really want a shiny Garchomp. And then I showed somebody that picture and they're like, that's not what shiny Garchomp looks like. It's just the same thing, but a little darker.
Oh yeah. It's the worst.
It's the worst. That's why I love it when I see
To a
people
dog,
like,
it's near indistinguishable.
yeah. That's the ones that are nearly distinguishable.
I hate it.
Entei's my favorite Pokemon, and I love his shiny because it's just like, it looks so majestic.
I think some of my favorite shinies are all evolutions.
That's fair. So, my friend Kenny, he was one of those people that does like time skips and everything else, and does every kind of exploit you can to get whatever you can from Pokemon. And so he did the exploit where you could guarantee a shiny out of a certain den, and then he would save right before it. He wouldn't catch it, and then he would just turn his system off and turn it back on, so everyone else could jump into that one and farm it because it would be the same every time. And then he would just catch on the last one. And we did that for Eevees. So I have enough shiny Eevees to make a shiny evolution for each one.
I love it.
The only problem is you have, because it's, thank God it's this gen though, so you can bottle cap and do all that other stuff. Is that our first death?
I don't know. No, I think I got knocked out earlier.
Oh no, and
Oh my god, the dogs. They make me so
but the so I have a shiny Sylveon and a shiny Vaporeon, and there's one other one that I did.
Sylveon's like one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. It's the first Pokemon I ever got to level 100 in X and Y.
Do you want to know a really embarrassing Pokemon story about how dumb I am?
Sure.
So, Pokemon Blue was my first Pokemon game. And I did not think, because I hadn't played a game up to that point in my childhood, that required you to, like, backtrack at all. Every game I had was just keep going the same way. And in Pokemon, you had to backtrack to get Flash and, like, to get cut and, like, all that, like, basically to advance the game. And I didn't know that. So the whole weekend that I had the game, like, that first was really playing it, and I just played it, like, I think I played it, like, 20 hours straight. So I was playing it while I was eating, I was playing while I was doing everything. I could not get to Lieutenant Surge because it didn't have cut, because I didn't backtrack to go get the HM. So I'm just training, like, grinding on that outside of Lieutenant Surge. I did that for about a week. And then when someone in my class finally told me, like, oh, this is how you go and do it, because I thought you just had to get to a certain level. And you should probably take this.
Yeah.
So I thought you had to get to like a certain level or something. So by the time I get to Lieutenant Surge, I have a level 78 Blastoise.
Hold on, you cut out again.
Everything cut out after you said Lieutenant Surge.
Oh, so I get to Lieutenant Surge and I get. Can you hear me now? Is it working?
There
now?
it goes again. He's cursed.
Oh my god. I don't know what it is because on the stream, like I'm listening to the stream audio and it's fine.
I think it's your Discord. You need to decrease your decibels.
Decrease the
quietly.
Oh, I just now increased it.
Well, you need to move it to the left.
On what? The input volume or output volume?
On the input volume.
Turn that to the left?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got it down to 50%. Is that good?
Oh no, I mean... it's... Hold on, I have to pause my... Okay, so you go to user setting.
Got it.
Voice and video, input sensitivity.
Okay.
Move that to the left, not input volume.
Turn it to the left?
Yeah, take your input sensitivity to the left.
Okay, how far? I'm at negative 86 dBs.
That is as sensitive as it gets, bro.
Oh, I can get it down to like negative 100.
Yeah, I mean, if you want it to pick up everything that happens on your mic...
See, I don't want it to pick up... Alright, let's try this for now. Let me know if it ever cuts out or it gets bad. Did I sunny day yet? I haven't sunny day yet.
I mean, it won't pick up anything that your mic doesn't already pick up in your settings on your mic.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, my mic has no settings because my mic's kind of... It's nice, but it's crappy. But anyways. So, Lieutenant Surge. I'm outside Lieutenant Surge's house with level 86 Blastoise. Or 76 Blastoise.
Oh.
And then everything else has just been grinded to insane. Like, everything else is in the 50s or 60s. So, I get to Lieutenant Surge and just send out the Blastoise. And I can't remember what levels he was at the time, but I think he's in the 20s. And I just roll through the entire rest of that game. Just annihilating everything with a Blastoise going water gun. And it was up until the Elite Four, my Blastoise's moveset was Water Gun, Hydro Pump, Surf, Bubble Beam, I think. And then I taught it, I think I taught it Ice Beam, because I got the TM, I think, from the gambling place. And so I just taught him Ice Beam, and then I just proceeded to roll through, and then, like, my internal memory on my Game Boy Advance, or Game Boy cartridge for Blue is still active. Like, it still works. So I keep saying I need to figure out that full chain and just invest in the money and literally bring him up to here, because that's my technical first Pokemon ever. And I think it'd be kind of cool to be like, he's literally been there since the beginning.
And overpowered.
And overpowered as shit. Well, right now, so I'm stuck right now because I have a whole bunch of stuff on my Pokemon... I think it's Gold and Silver. And I can't transfer it until I get Black and White up to... I have to beat the game on Black and White in order to unlock the ability to transfer my Pokemon from Black and White up to the DS or the 3DS games.
Black and White was the first Pokemon game I ever beat.
Oh, really? That's a good one. The Black and White's one of the ones that I like going back to.
I played Emerald like a million times, but I'd always get bored. I restart it later.
There's a big debate that like Diamond and Pearl was the most difficult of the Pokemon games, but I think Ruby and Sapphire, like the originals, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, were just very unreasonably hard in some spots. Partially because they didn't tell you what to do or where to go.
Fair. My first was Diamond Pearl era. I had a female Chimchar as my starter.
Oh, did Alex just leave and not say goodbye?
Yeah.
Oh. It was fun. It was nice talking to him. And you can Dynamax.
Yeah, I know.
You should do it. I'm just smashing this thing with solar beams.
It's nice.
I think we determined with Ben that it scales in difficulty based on how many physical players you have.
Yeah.
Because it feels real easy right now with the two of us, where I can do it kind of absent-mindedly. But when
you got like
Sorry,
people.
I had a mental breakdown. I missed about whatever that conversation was.
I think it's worse when you have 3 real people and then a computer person.
And the computer person keeps doing the wrong. What was the one we had where they kept using like after you to the opponents, so they would get to go right away?
Yeah, it was like, and they do stupid stuff because they pick like support Pokemon, but then they don't play the support Pokemon to support us.
All right, here's let's see, third run. Did we get a shiny on the third run? Oh, here's hoping. Uh-oh, Pokeball. And any shinies yet on your end?
I'm looking. No, I don't got any.
Okay, your bid was 8 hours from now. Anne's was 11 o'clock.
Yeah, that's like 10 minutes from now.
So, I mean, really, this run or next run, and Anne's got it.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, with your stupid Pokemon luck, it's probably 3 shinies in this run, and I'm going to have to pick which one I actually want.
That'd be funny.
Alright. So Mimikyu is not shiny, but I'm going to check summary. No. Valamar's not shiny. Emolga's not shiny, and neither's the Pepperpin. Alright. So none on this
Throw
round.
away.
Literally.
Trash.
I always have to look at it multiple times too, because I forget where the shiny like emblem is, and I'm like, oh god,
You
I'm
should
gonna
double check.
grab. Yeah. Alright. At least I'm getting plenty of ore, because I need like the change
Fair.
abilities thing. Alright.
Oh,
What?
so Kat, do you do the do you watch Studio Ghibli movies?
Yes.
Okay, so we're taking over when Marnie was there to his parents' house tomorrow to have them watch. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Watch that one.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
it's
good
good.
one.
I bawled my eyes out the first time I watched it.
Yeah, in retrospect,
My
we're
favorite
probably-
was Princess Mononoke. My aunt got it for me when I was a kid, and I know that movie by heart.
So that's the first one I saw, and I thought they were all kind of like that. And then I watched the other ones and was like, why aren't these violent? Why aren't people's arms getting ripped off by
Why
an arrow?
aren't these badass? These are all just sad.
Well, do you know how much it takes me out of that movie every time I hear Billy Bob Thornton speak in a like faux Japanese accent?
I'm trying to think what is my favorite one. I think just
Kiki's is up there for
purely.
me.
Which one?
Kiki's.
Kiki's good. I think my second favorite is Howl's Moving Castle.
I like that one more so for the. I like it for the plot and stuff. I love it for the music.
The music is great. I think the animation in that one is really well done.
True as well.
So Anne's got a whole bunch she needs to show me because, despite my roommate being obsessed with them in college, and I've seen them like kind of playing in the background but not actively watch them, I've only ever seen like 3 before I met Anne. And so now I've watched, because Kiki's I think is really high up there because I just really like the aesthetic of that one. When Marnie was there, in retrospect, we probably shouldn't watch it tomorrow because my grandmother recently passed.
Oh.
But
yes, right.
you know, well, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
What's the worst?
Gary Eddie was pretty good. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did.
Same. Like I picked it up and like it took me forever to sit down and actually watch it, and I was like, oh, actually, this isn't bad.
Oh, actually, I have a great recommendation for you. It has nothing to do with Studio Ghibli, but just badass anime movies. There's one that's it's a 2-part or 2 movies, I guess, called Karas, Karas. You ever heard of it, Kat? Oh,
No. I did
Okay.
not think so.
So it's, I don't want to spoil everything, but we have it on DVD, and it's one of those things that if we're ever hanging out and we just want to have a movie night, It's one of my. I picked it up from Hastings back when those existed, and there was one in college. I picked it up for $15 in the discount rack, and then me and my roommate watched it, and we're like, "This is the greatest thing we've ever seen. We need the whole universe," because the first movie ends on a cliffhanger. But the idea is just kind of like in a Spirited Away kind of thing, where like demons and spirits exist among us, and humans just can't see them, and most of them are actually good, but some of them are Satan.
Most of them are Satan.
Yeah. And it follows this guy who's apparently a normal guy who just wakes up one day, and there's all these cat girl things, the girls that can turn into cats.
Oh.
And yeah, they have the ability to turn their like partner person, which this guy is one of the partner people, into Karis is Japanese, I guess, for crow. And so we can turn them into the crow, which is like they have like suited up armor and like a sword, and they can turn into like a jet for no apparent reason.
Wow.
It's really like hard to follow when you're like watching it, but it's so good, and artistically it's so beautiful at times. And it's just him wiping out like all these demons that are like stepping out of line, and you're trying to figure out why, and just the mystery behind it starts unfolding. But it's just so well done because you follow several human characters, and then he's just kind of the superhero that shows up from time to time. And then the second one, they're like, alright, so things got bad, and we're going to figure out how to fix it now, or everyone's going to die. And that's kind of how the second one starts, and kind of how the second one ends. It's so well done, though.
My friend had a movie that was... The only way I could describe it in one sentence was lesbian priests create big mechas.
Nice.
Okay, big O.
3 sexy times.
Oh, God. Jesus.
What was it called?
No idea.
For research.
I was wondering.
But I'm
sure
sure
it's
if you
vaguely
look
like-
up lesbian priestess mecha, you'll find it.
Fair.
Well, it's like some people we had a talk one time at the card shop, and we were trying to explain to someone that's never seen it the plot of G Gundam, and we're like, no, it's just really racist. It's Japanese. It's a Japanese studio making really racist interpretations of what the rest of the world looks like and acts like, and that's the whole show. Because they're like, Africa Gundam is just a zebra, and it's a guy with neck rings. And you're like, what? No! Japan, no. And they're like, French guy, he likes roses, and he's a matador. And he has a fencing...
I see you've never watched Italia.
Yeah. Oh, no, I've seen it. But Italia knows it's a joke. G Gundam's trying to present it seriously, like, American? Yeah, he's...
He's a cowboy, isn't he?
No. Well, yeah, so yes and no. He's a... This was 80 or early 90s,
He
late
should
80s.
be a cowboy. If there's anybody who is not represented as a cowboy for America, yeah, it's just wrong.
It is, he has 2 6-shooter pistols on his hips, so that's the cowboy part.
Nice.
But then, after he takes damage and, like, does the thing, he takes his shoulder pad armor parts off and they turn into boxing gloves, and he turns into a boxer. And he's very, like, New York, Times Square in the late 80s, where he seems just very dangerous and drug addicted to a degree. And they're like, this is America. And we're like, all right, yeah, you got it. Good job, bud.
Dude, nothing will ever beat Keith from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Bandit Keith? Oh, my God.
Yes,
So-
I love Keith.
Best pickup I ever had from a half-price books is a Japanese cut of Yu-Gi-Oh! With English subtitles. And so it's the uncensored, like, not, America didn't touch this one. So Bandit Keith walks around with a gun through 90% of it. And I watched it all the way through one time, but the best part is he's yelling at Pegasus, and he's just pointing a gun at him about a children's
That's
card
because
game.
4Kids did the American dub, I'm fairly sure, right?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So instead of guns, they were just holding nothing. They
Yeah.
just literally erased it.
There are so many guns in the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! There are so many guns, it's unreal. And then there's just
On Pegasus
none.
Island, they love guns.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Also, there's no Shadow Realm. They're just like, you die.
Yeah.
It's hell. You get to go to hell if you lose this card game.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, guys, just like play?
Joey,
Like,
did
can we
you
just
know?
get some motorcycles? Why we gotta go to the Shadow Realm?
Well, that's like because I think even before that, like I remember seeing like an OVA of like Yu-Gi-Oh like straight off the manga, and it was like there was no card game. He was just the king of games.
Yeah.
It's like whatever game he decided to play with you, like you're probably gonna lose and you're gonna die.
Yeah, we were at. My mom took me to Books A Million, back when those existed, and they had Yu-Gi-Oh mangas, and she bought me the first 3 because I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh at the time, and I remember opening them, and it was the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. It was not. There was no Duel Monsters. Duel Monsters was mentioned in like the last page of the. It was like the last game they played.
Yeah.
But like my favorite one, the one that sticks with me, is this guy has a gun to Tave's head at the fast food restaurant she works at, and Yugi goes into Yama Yugi and just goes, "All right, we're gonna play a game. We each can use one finger on our hand." And he's like, "Duh, I take my trigger finger." And he's pouring himself like some sake, and Yugi's like, "I pick my thumb." And Yugi, who is a junior high student at this point, for no apparent reason, just pulls out a lighter, lights it, and it's like a Zippo where it just stays lit, and sets it on the back of the guy's hand. He goes, "Come on, Dea, if he moves, he'll drop the thing and he'll burst into flames. And if he shoots the gun, the recoil causes him to burst into flames, so let's go." And they just walk out, and then the whole place goes up in flames, and the guy dies. I'm like, what the hell? Yugi actually murdered that guy.
And it's just like every chapter, every new person he encounters, it's like, all right, you want to play a game? It's like some Saw nonsense.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh was Jigsaw. The guy was a bank robber. The guy was a bank robber, and they had stacks of money, and they put it on the back of their hands. They had a knife, and it was how far you drive the knife down, and then you keep that much money. And so Yugi does it, takes one bill off the top, and the guy's like, "Well, you're an idiot," and just goes, "I'm going to take all of it," and stabs his hand, like goes all the way through and stabs his hand to the board. And then I think Yugi sets that place on fire too, and then just walks out. So Yugi's just a mass arsonist.
Why is there so much arson?
Reasons.
Is Yugi still super tiny?
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the Yu-Gi-Moto you remember from Duel Monsters, except he has no qualms about murder.
Yeah.
Just anything gets super dark and the whole like. Does Joey still wear the furry suit?
No, there's no Duke Devlin to make this light and sexy. No, there's none of that.
Damn it.
It's all just murder. It's chaos and murder. That's
I
it.
just remember in GX when somebody literally turns into a collar.
Turns
What?
into what?
In Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, there's like some kind of arc where they get turned into some of the dual monsters. So one of these kids turns into a dinosaur and the other one turns into a big stupid car.
I vaguely remember. Yeah, he turns. It's the Roid. It's Cyrus Truesdale. He turns into the Roid because he plays the Roid stack, which are Transformers. Okay, so I just looked up.
Dude, GX gets as weird as the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Gets murdery.
Oh yeah.
Like,
So
I'm fairly sure, like, doesn't... the main character... I can't remember his name right off the top of my head. He, like, merges with some, like, ancient lady, like, half-lady demon deck thing and becomes some kind of dual monster god or something.
that tracks.
Like, he's got... It's like Belle or something is what it's
Yeah,
called.
Belle, yeah.
It's got one big titty and one flat.
Yeah, Belle is. Yeah, I remember that now. Because Jaden, that fuses with Jaden's mind because it thinks he's like. So I loved GX for all the bad things about it. I love GX, and the whole thing was Belle was Jaden's past life's lover. So it thought that Belle thought Jaden was its lover, and so it fused with him, and then took over his mind and took him to the Shadow Realm to be the Lord of the Dark World. And then the U.S., the English dub, stops at that season. So at the end of that season, Jaden is in hell as a demon lord.
Stop,
Yes.
hold on. I lagged out. The last thing I heard was, you know who Belle is, and then everything is...
Oh, okay, so real quick. Belle was Belle's past life lover looked like Jaden. So it's like...
Great.
Yeah, so that's why it fused with him. And then Belle takes over Jaden's mind, takes him to the Shadow Realm to become the ruler of the Dark World. and the English, the 4Kids dub ends with, I think, season 3. And at the end of that season, Cyrus is the only one who's, like, in quotes, alive. Everyone else is in the Shadow Realm, possessed, or, like, missing. So it just ends on, like, the darkest note possible. And then if you watch the Japanese one, they're like, oh no, and then Jane comes out of it eventually, and then he fuses with you, Belle, in a good way, and then they become, like, champions.
There's some weird sex shit involved, but I get.
Oh, yeah. So I just looked up the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, what games they played, and there is, so the Money and Knife game, there was a dice game, which I remember was so great, because the guy could, like, manipulate his hand into rolling the dice, and it was whoever rolled the highest won, and the director rolled a 6 and thought he won, and Yugi slams the dice on the ground and it breaks, and it broke into 2 pieces, making it a 6 and a 1, so his roll was a 7. And the penalty game...
That's just cheating! That's not being the king of games!
No, that's all the king... That is the king of games, is cheating. I don't think you understand what being the king of games means.
I don't think he does.
So his... the punishment game that they enforced on him was that the director for the rest of his life had to... His vision was pixelated. That's what he had to live with. Then there's the silence game.
Can you get glasses for that?
Oh my god. They had these 2 sound pirouette dolls that would dance upon detecting sounds, and they were placed at opposite ends of the table, with each placed in front of them. The first to make the doll dance loses. Sozu notices that when Dark Yugi took his headphones off, the audio jack landed on the rim of glass. It was to fall and make a noise, causing Luigi to use. Suzo got excited waiting for the jack to fall, causing his heart to beat heavily. However, he didn't realize he was holding his microphone next to his chest, causing the sound of his heartbeat to be amplified to the speaker, causing his doll to dance. So Yugi's just hard cheating. Oh, hey, look, it's Groudon. And then the penalty is the guy kept hearing his heartbeat louder and louder in his head until his head exploded. This is the greatest thing in the world. Reading all of the, like, punishment games are amazing. The one finger battle...
We're about to disappear because my fiance's gonna reset the router.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be gone for a few minutes.
Okay, just before you go, one of the games they played in the first arc, Section 1, is called Landmine Search Network, in which they were trying to avoid landmines on the school grounds.
Wow, great! Where did they come from?
I'm the king of games. Avoid these landmines I've placed around our school. Yeah, there is a fire. There is actually like a big fire thing because so far 3 of them are fire related, including the fire maze where he lit alcohol on the ground to set everything on fire. Do I?
Why is it gotta be so complicated?
So Money Knife, how did the guy die? After the next season...
I think he's about to do it by force. So, well, thanks.
Okay, well, just jump back on whenever you get a chance. We're just going to be sitting here trying to beat this Groudon. Oh god, we're all burnt. I looked away to read all these punishment games in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I look back and we're dying. I'm going to die to avoid dying. Although I might die in front of him, I don't know. God, Yu-Gi-Oh! Just the greatest thing. Oh good, I don't think I have to go to work.
Woohoo!
Alright, just checking to make sure I don't have to go anywhere.
Oh no.
And then, and I am recording this so that, assumingly there's highlights and we actually catch some tries. Is that our first knockout? No. Is that our second knockout?
Probably.
Okay. I might die to the burn right here. Or no, I've already been hit by the burn. So if there are highlights, I can cut it into actual highlights and then upload them. Alright, so I'm gonna hit it. We're gonna probably die here. You can Dynamax, right? Can you Dynamax and Hyperclaude or whatever?
Crab Hammer?
Yes. I wouldn't say no to a shiny Ground.
I mean, I've caught all these things.
Oh, that's fair. Well, if you
So,
were
like,
in
it
my
doesn't
shoes.
matter.
If you were in my shoes. Oh god, that
Yeah.
did nothing to it.
Oh god, oh no! Ah! Dang it, I just...
Alright, so, good news.
I just didn't get him there.
That's what I get for not paying attention and reading Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, how to murder people.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's ever been a copycat killer in, like, Japan that killed everyone using, like, the Yugi's Dark Games method.
It seems like complicated and it'd be difficult to get somebody in those situations.
Well, no, but I mean, you could just, like, stab a guy through the hand with a bunch of money.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know. Hey, do you want to grab me some ice real quick before I launch the next one?
Mm-hmm. I don't have any shinies.
Me neither. Alright, so we just keep going. We just keep going. We don't ever stop. Until we get a freaking
Can't
shiny.
stop, won't stop.
I'm so tempted to go after the Entei.
Alright, can we have your glass, please?
Oh, thank you. Here's your chance if anyone's been watching and they want to get on and join us for one. Oh, we should call Ben. He might be home from work. He'll probably jump on. Oh, so if Ben can jump on, that would be great. Because then we'd have another person. He'd probably jump on the voice chat too, so we could be entertaining. Oh, also for anyone who's watching and concerned, we are going to eventually jump on and start doing some board game content again. I am almost done with the PC build because my current there was an update to the thank you, update to the software that I use for video editing, and the PC I have currently does not meet the specs to run that software. So, and basically we'll have to upgrade the PC just to be able to edit videos, which is fun. It's fantastic.
Alright.
Ben just responds back and says, why?
For what?
I told him to get on the Discord.
Oh, Ben.
I returned.
So,
Yay!
God decided to let me back in.
Awesome. So while you were gone, we got rolled by the Groudon.
yep.
Are you watching the stream on my little Discord share?
I am again now, yes.
Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, we got rolled by the thing. The Groudon. So there was no shiny. So you're still, you're still in the running for the shirt. But yeah, we were reading the Yu-Gi-Oh! Death games, and they just got worse.
Mhm.
They got scarier.
Yeah, it's Japan.
So here's my question. I asked this, and Anne made it sound like I was nuts. Do you think there's been a copycat killer that did all the stuff that Yugi did to kill somebody?
I mean, I feel like it would be really hard to do that.
Yeah, but like...
Right?
Like,
Like,
I wouldn't deny that somebody might do it,
yeah, it's fair. What is our...
but I don't think they'd be able to pull it off.
There's
Go.
a dark on the right, so we can go to the dark. So go right to the fire, and then we can hit the dark.
Cool.
Good news, I don't have to go into work, so, yeah.
Woo.
I'm 24/7 on call now
Woohoo!
for my job.
Woohoo!
That's not a woohoo.
That's a sarcastic woohoo.
Yeah. I don't know why we're gonna fire when I'm grass, but we'll figure it out. You guys
I
can
am
do
a
it.
bug.
You are a bug. Oh, burned! Got him.
Wow.
Wow. I love Serena. I never have any use for her, but I do love her.
So she was competitive for like a minute. Because she blocks priority moves with Queen's Guard or whatever it is. So you could send her out. There was like an early meta for Sword and Shield, where she just happened to be well positioned.
Do you remember the Rattata meta?
No. Rattata?
It's like you'd send out a Rattata and you'd give it like with like struggle or something, so it would always stay back at 1 HP, and then you give it like revenge or whatever the heck that is. That hits you back with twice the power. Endeavor, yeah. So you just send out like a level 1 Rattata. That's what it would sweep everybody.
So the best one to do that with was Aaron, the baby for Aggron, or whatever it was, because he had Sturdy. So you guaranteed to survive at 1 HP. Because there was one of those where you set up Sandstorm, and then you did that with Endeavor because it set you the same HP as them. And if you were Sturdy and you just went really fast, you would just Endeavor, Sturdy, Focus Sash, whatever. It was insane. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Are you the Vikavolt?
Yeah?
Oh god. Status conditions, that doesn't help me.
Oh, you would put focus sash on it.
Yeah. Pokemon's a silly word sometimes. I miss VGC. I was playing it for like a minute, like pretty heavy, and then worked.
And you'd Endeavor and then quick attack it.
Yes. But see, you have to survive. Like that's like one of my favorite metas that I'm sure is very annoying, and I would hate to go against it. But the fact that at one point in time there was, I think it was a Chansey meta where you had Chansey with an Eviolite. I mean, you just go on dead. You would double team, so that your evasiveness was just through the roof, and then you were so sturdy that you'd survive any hit that hit you, and then you would just time them out. And it's like, that sounds so annoying, but I love it. We're gonna get rolled again. Remember how we were talking about it being easy earlier?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that I have a bug in your grass, and you're like, go to the fire.
Well, we had to get to the dark thing, and you don't know what you're going against when you first pick your starters.
I know. But we didn't have to go to the fire.
We did to get to the dark one.
Whatever.
Is where?
What? Ah, Ben! Ben, how are you?
What? Good. I'm just merging on the highway right now. This guy won't let me in.
Well, Ben, how are you? The cat's on the stream, and then we're streaming right now, but we're doing max raids. And I was gonna see if you weren't too tired when you got home, if you just wanted to jump on
If I can what?
to do like some max raids.
You keep cutting in and out.
Oh my god! Am I cutting out for you guys again?
No, I think that's so fun.
Well, he's driving.
That's true. Ben, we're just doing max raids.
Back raids.
Mm-hmm. Ben was on it like hot and heavy when he got, because I paid for his the expansions. I bought him the expansions so he could raid with us, and we were hot and heavy on it for a while. While we were doing it, like he came over to our house and I think we did it until like 3 in the morning one time, and we're just drinking and playing Pokemon, like just doing that.
Like adults.
Yeah, because they both
I
have.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Because they both have Switch lights, and so I have my Switch hooked up to the TV, so I'm like reclining on the couch, just maxing and relaxing and smashing A and going like, I'm gonna catch it and kill it.
I never caught a shiny, I looked at.
Well, we're shiny hunting now, and we haven't caught one yet. By the way, Ben, if you want a chance to win a t-shirt, tell me what time you think we're gonna catch a shiny. Because we're going until we catch one. Ann said 11, so it's already past hers. And then, Kat, you had what, 7 a.m.?
I said 8 hours.
Yes, that would be, we started at a little after 10. So, yeah, you would be 6 a.m. I need to write that down on my board. I have a whiteboard next to where I stream.
What am I doing?
Just picking what time you think we'll catch a shiny. And if you're the closest, you get a free t-shirt.
How about 9:30 p.m.?
Like tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I thought you already caught one.
No, we haven't caught one yet.
Scrubs.
I mean, you're not wrong. Also, anyone who's watching the comments can always jump in. We had somebody that I thought Chris was going to, but then he left.
Well.
Alright, dark.
I can hear the dogs trying to get in the home. I had a fit. They would not stop rolling around behind me, and it was driving me insane. So I had like a mental breakdown. I kicked them out.
Then throw out your time before I forget.
Let me leave the call and try to come back. See if it's less
Okay, sounds good. Oh, it's more Pekka. We have more Pekka.
I love him.
I played him. I have a competitive one, and I played him for the longest time. Anyone have a shiny Greninja? I do not.
So,
The guy who was commenting earlier, Chris Wright, probably has one. I don't know if he's still in here. We had somebody just comment about shiny Greninjas.
I'm trying to open it up. I'm driving. This is real dangerous.
Yeah.
Then it's fine. It's not that far of a drive. You'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
It's fine. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if my little display in my car could just, like, screen things. Like,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, that'd be really cool.
So,
But, you know, that's probably not safe. Because I gotta focus on driving. Somebody almost killed me yesterday when I was driving to work.
yeah? Why?
Yeah, they were swerving real bad. And when I'm saying real bad, I'm talking, like, Fast and Furious real bad. And, like, they drove off the road. Like, they were real close to hitting me, man. Like, I had to, like, pull over and calm down for a second. It was kind of crazy. Someone's like, "Did you call the police?" I'm like, "No, they tried to kill me. Like, why would I call the cops on them?"
To be fair, we've what was it? Ann and I were driving home from her parents' house one time, and we saw a car in front of us just swerve off to the side of the road and just go into the guardrail, and sparks fly everywhere, and we see their mirror fly off, and they just autocorrect and keep driving.
Yeah.
Well,
we almost got into a car wreck yesterday because somebody, like,
sorry, the thought process was, why would I call an ambulance? They tried to kill me. Yeah, I should have probably called the police on them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Kat,
I didn't get a license plate or anything else. Like, it was just all kinds of crazy.
Oh yeah. Kat, what did you guys almost get into a car accident doing?
some old dude, like, somebody stopped in front of him, and I guess he wasn't, like, watching. So he, like, swerved around into our lane to try to get around the car in front of him. And we had to, like, slam on our brakes or we would have hit him. It literally, every time we go to this town, somebody pulls out in front of us and almost gets us killed.
Yeah.
Like, it, every time.
Ian, you want this or no?
Try to take it.
It's your call. If you don't, I will.
I would. Torko's better.
Dibs.
So when we went to Micro Center the other day, we were waiting for. I bought a graphics card finally, and while we're waiting, John pulls up, hits the shit out of the cart corral.
He what?
He hits the cart corral, like the little cart corral thing where you put your carts. That takes up his parking spot. He sideswipes it, and the cover to his passenger side mirror goes flying off. You see Catalina in the back and Marisol, his two girls, just both jump in the back, and then he just shrugs his shoulders and pulls into a parking spot. And then he gets out and comes up, and everyone in the line, because we're like fifth in line, and everyone in the line in front of us is like, there's somebody else already did that, and we're like, oh, huh, that's cool. And they're like, yeah, the guy who did it earlier.
Okay.
They were like, okay. They're like, yeah, the person who did it earlier just drove off, and so John Parkin came up. And we're just talking to him for a minute. And while we're sitting there talking to him, somebody else pulls up and just does the exact same thing and just hits the crap out of it. And that guy just drove off.
Yeah, it was funny.
I just decided, I don't need to shop, actually.
I don't want to get out of my car and let people see my face.
Yeah, I mean, it's... God. And then we joked, we're like, we wonder... Because it does blend in, because it's like a dark gray, and then, like, it was kind of rainy out, and so the whole, like, everything was overcast, and the parking lot is, like, kind of the same colors, and so it does kind of camouflage and blend in if you're not paying attention, and you take a wide turn coming in. Why is...
Are you talking about a Micro Center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that parking lot is awful. I've never understood why it's always so full. A. B. The layout of it is just really bad. Like, there's like that turn, like the hard turn to come in right off that busy road. It's like, why would you guys do this? Like, why? Also, y'all been here for over 20 years. Why haven't you fixed it by now?
Well, they're doing renovations inside the store right now. But it's the owner of the property that needs to actually fix it. But I guess he's either too cheap or whatever. But I mean, if I'm bringing thousands of people throughout the tri-state area into this area, I want to show it off, right? Because he's keeping that little subway and that career center alive. Oh yeah, that subway would not exist if it weren't for hungry nerds who just finished shopping for a GPU. Yeah, 100%. I don't know. I just look at this place and I'm like, if this micro center pulls out of here, because it easily can and probably should, I can't imagine what's going to happen to that lot. So I interviewed with them. I'm going to take this actually because I'm almost out of PP on my good move. I interviewed with them a while back for a manager position, and I found out from you told me about that. Yeah, they own that building. Oh, do they? They own the building, but I don't know if they own the lot. They own their. I guess I don't know if they pay a lease on it. To be fair, but I'm going to take the gamble. But I don't know everything, but I know they were paying for renovations to be done on it, and they were doing all kinds of stuff to it. Which I guess that means they don't necessarily maybe own it, but they were doing a whole lot to it. Oh, you there? Yeah. Oh, Blacephalon.
What's that?
You've never seen Blacephalon?
It's stupid.
He's a cotton candy clown.
He's so good, but he's so stupid.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Oh god. So I loved it. I had the commercial for the TCG set that had him in it saved because he takes his head and he rolls it down to his hand and throws it up in the sky and it explodes. And then it just grows back, I guess. He's a ghost.
Nightmares.
It's the living embodiment of the song "Party in the U.S."
Yeah, it's the living embodiment of "Party in the USA." That's his theme song. That comes on and he just creepily, like Pennywise, crawls out of a sewer.
No, he's got some insane clown class going on.
He just throws his hands up, having a real party in the USA.
I don't like that his hands are like tentacle looking.
Look at his legs. His legs aren't attached at that joint. Look at it.
He's a giant stick figure with lollipops.
No, I just hate it.
I hate it.
He's the Hangman character. How can you hate the Hangman character?
I think his shiny version is black too.
I don't know. Ask Charles. He's the one who does the faucets.
We're gonna catch him.
I mean, that was my first
wait,
I hate him.
Oh, I love him.
Turn the water off first, and then there's a little button.
He's one of the most annoying Pokemon in the TCG because every time they've printed him, he's had a one-shot kill.
He has been a problem ever since, right? He's he's got the record for highest problems for
his cards.
Unbalancedness.
Yeah, he's only got TC or VGC. He's okay at best, but TCG he's only got 6 cards printed and 3 of them are problems.
Yeah, that's a 50% rate, bro. That's
looking at that thing, it's all a problem. It was never not a problem.
No shinies again.
Bro, this thing keeps a twisted T on him at all times, right? That's just how he is.
I like to think that all of the Ultra Beasts are the gods of our current world, and he's the god of the guy that hit the guy with the twisted T.
Yeah.
Chaotic. Yeah. All right. So that's our fourth? That's our third run.
That was the 4th one, I thought.
4th, right? Because we didn't catch the Groudon. Oh my god. So, all right. So we're coming up on a midnight. So Anne would still be because Ben still isn't giving me a time.
All right. The code is 79,000. All right.
Yeah, I told people, I was like, if you're watching the stream, come and join us. But all of our 3 or 4 viewers, yeah. See, this would be a problem. If I was I don't even want to say big streamer, but if we had 100 people viewing, it would be filled in an instant. But
Adam, do you see the Apex video where it's literally all of the adult animation cartoons are merged into like a battle royale.
No?
I'll have to show it to you. It's like I lost my crap. Like it was funny. I laughed at it way too hard.
Well, Ben, you could get Apex on your computer, and then we could stream Apex.
Yeah.
I mean, I could also set up my computer, but I haven't done that.
You've had it for like 6 months.
That is not true. When did the stimmy checks come out?
I don't know. So we gotta go steal so we can get to the double water, or we could have just gone to the water. This is your fault. You should have corrected me.
Me?
My fault.
Yeah, and?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's always Anne's fault.
It is always Anne's fault. Clang clang. I loved this Pokemon's design when I saw it in black and white. I was like, it's the greatest thing.
I love his stupid face.
He's like, oh. He's just always got the surprised look of like, uh-oh. I'm in danger.
I'm gonna shit it.
Shit. That's my favorite meme from when they first started
Call
doing...
ambulance, but not for me.
My favorite meme when, I think it would have had to have been Sun and Moon. Because that was the first 3DS one, right?
What? Sun and Moon?
Yeah, it was
No, I think it was X and Y.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. X and Y was...
Yeah,
X
X
and
and
Y
Y
was...
was the first.
Yeah, there's
Something
the...
Adam did.
Yeah, good job, Anna. They have the Marsh Stomp.
So unamused.
Yeah, they have the Marsh Stomp in the picture. It's like, this is the exact face of someone that just shit themselves. Because he's just got like the vacant, blank stare of like, ooh.
Oh no. Shit. Sorry, I was not even watching. I'm trying to drive through traffic. It's fun.
Oh my god, I just found the meme. I'm saving it, and I'm uploading it to the Discord right now.
You're what?
I'm putting it on
In
the
the
Discord
Discord?
right now.
Big
Oh,
scorpion.
The video?
No, just the picture. Oh, the stream is still running. Wait, I just want to add a picture, and it's like, nah, you can't leave a stream. Hold on. I'm gonna close the stream for 1 second. Yeah.
No, that was a terrible sound.
Oh my god, why won't it let me put a picture up here now? Oh, do I have to go to the general? What do you have?
I swear, if the armor prices drop in one scroll, God.
What do you do?
Yeah.
What,
I mean,
prices for what?
If you feel like seeing it, because you're on a Switch, so you can
Oh, there's a lot of
at the same time. I'm playing a little game about medieval toddler.
I've got 2 streams. I don't know which one to watch. Confused.
Oh, it opened in another window.
This one.
There you go. Yeah, watch the stream on YouTube. Don't watch the one on the thing. Because the YouTube one at least gives me a viewer. Alright, Kat, I just put it in the general chat. Oh god.
What is this?
Oh, what are you streaming, Kat?
This is Reciteer.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
Oh! No,
Like somebody
Adam
won
was like a
30,000
video
yen.
for this or something.
it's toddler capitalism in medieval times.
Because aren't you like protecting like this village or something?
Nope.
No.
My dad got a huge debt and then disappeared, and so this debt collecting fairy is helping me run a store.
Nice.
Oh god.
Yes.
Alright, wait, no, yeah, there you go. But yeah.
What am I watching?
What, me or?
No.
Oh.
We're watching
I'm not
Cat.
sure. It's the adventure screen.
Me? I think.
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
Yeah, watch the Pokemon. Oh, and I picked the one with the scientist behind it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you don't listen.
Your stream. I was looking at cats.
Yeah, I'm important.
Alright guys, I guess we're ending the stream right now. I mean, bye.
Thank God I'm back. I'm watching you now. Jesus.
And I only have 4 viewers, so like if you leave, you're literally 25% of my viewer base.
If I leave, I'm 50%, but I got 2 different accounts watching it.
No one's watching us.
That's fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Oh no, why is the fucking account closed? Yay, this is great.
Ben,
What?
I got good news.
I've got even worse news. I can't eat. Well, I hate this McDonald's. I never know why I come here.
Just come over here. Ann's got leftover pizza. You can have her Domino's.
Yeah, I will kill you. Where the fuck do I work?
I don't know. You can. Oh, Ann redid the guest bedrooms. Now when you come over here and stay, you've got a 360 in the room and a TV, smart TV with Netflix and HBO Max. And I'm dying over here.
Is there some subscription to Brazers in it?
Hmm? What did you say?
It is something inappropriate that I can't say on stream, right?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear what you said the first time, so I don't know. But we clean everything up, so if you ever want to stay over, you also have a choice now. Because there's 2 beds in there. There's the full you normally sleep on, and then a twin. So that also, if you ever like come over and stay the night, like Connor or Paul or whoever else comes and stays the night, they can sleep at the twin. Yeah, and then Kat, if you ever want to come down and like spend the night here, you just 2 beds. You can bring a friend or your fiance or whatever, or husband or whatever.
I wouldn't recommend a cat. There's a lot of cats in the house. Like, there's one of them's real mean too.
Not.
Sterling, he's such a dickhead.
He kind of is.
He's not very.
He's really mean.
So,
He's the cutest cat I've ever seen in the world. Like, he's permanently just a very long kitten. Like, got a very young face. He just looks just happy. I'm taking this, by the way.
Okay.
But he just looks so happy, and then, like, he'll be laying on the couch next to me, curled up, and I'll start rubbing his stomach. And then out of nowhere, he'll just, like, bite the crap out of my hand.
Or he'll like attack your foot for whatever reason.
Oh, yeah.
He has a foot fetish. Like, Ben takes his
I
feet.
had a cat like that. He would like come and just like curl up on your feet, and he would never let you touch him with anything but your feet.
I also work in restaurants, so he might just be smelling all the food on it, but he eats, like, he likes to lick my shoes. It's weird.
Yeah.
He's buried his head into my shoe where he almost can't get out.
My favorite.
Dog went on my fiance's shoe and then vomited inside of it.
My favorite was when he took a big full of a vape and blew it at Sterling, and Sterling just puts his face in and goes like, and then just stops and goes,
Dude, our cats, they'll just like chill out in the vape.
I do like blowing fat clouds at your cats. That's one of my favorite hobbies.
So,
like Minnie's impartial. Sterling will chase, like, run from it.
and Gil will like sniff it and then immediately recoil.
Well, sometimes he like sits it twice and then like he'll mad at it. It's
Yeah.
it's kind of funny when he does that.
So we might be keeping FrootzKat. He just won't.
Yeah, you think you're gonna turn him into an outdoor cat or something?
No, we're gonna clean up the game room and then eventually move my desk back there instead of being in the living room, and then make his permanent room the back living room or the back game room. So he'll have his own place where he can like hang out and have fun and like have a whole big room. And then when I stream and just play games in general, I can go back there and keep him company, which would be nice. Yeah, Kat, did you know we have a cat? Or,
Yes.
did you know we had FrootzKat?
I've heard of FrootzKat.
Has the fur started to regrow back yet on him?
Oh yeah. He looks normal now. He does not look like
does
a
he?
freak.
He doesn't look like Frankenstein.
No, he looks normal, happy, healthy. Oh god,
Oh, that's good.
he's such a sweet
Yeah,
guy.
I'm up in.
You're up where?
So all the food options at Kings Island, McDonald's was closed because there was a giant semi truck that was doing deliveries, and then they can't keep their shit together. And then the Taco Bell had a line wrapped around it, and I thought to myself, I am not voluntarily going to sit in that line.
No.
So I went up to Lebanon, and now I don't know where I am because Lebanon doesn't make any sense.
No, I hate Lebanon. The number of times when I was driving back home from like Maxim, or when I was driving back home from Columbus when I was working at the Columbus options, And I got lost and would take the wrong exit. I'd take an exit too early to go to Lebanon, so not paying attention. And are you taking this?
Should I?
Yeah, for the Stone Edge.
Yeah, Lebanon makes so little sense to me. I don't understand why people always like say, "Oh, Lebanon." It's like, yeah, no, actually, "Oh, Lebanon" is the actual answer.
Lebanon is
your
nice,
response-
but you can't find your way around anywhere.
Well, the roads don't make any sense. Like, you know, Monroe, literally there's 75. If I say, if I'm trying to tell you where to get to off of 75 from Monroe, like, it's really easy. I go left, right, left. But if I go up in Lebanon, if I am up in Lebanon, there's all these little state routes, and I don't know my state route because I'm a terrible Ohioan.
Then I'm about to
But,
catch
yeah,
this Entei,
this-
and it's going to be shiny.
No.
Oh, is it?
If I get this,
No.
they did an event where they were giving away shiny Enteis at GameStop. They did shiny Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. I have 3 of the shiny Enteis, so this would be my 4th shiny Entei.
God.
He's the best
So
Pokemon.
that's
He's my
definitely not
favorite
the shiny
Pokemon.
answer.
So the real reason why he's my favorite Pokemon is back when Gold and Silver came out, we didn't have the internet to like look things up. We had dial-up, but there was no like game guides and stuff like that. And I randomly encountered Entei in the like grass, and he was level 40, I think it was. And I was grinding my like lower level Pokemon, and I'm like, oh crap, I am not gonna be able to take this thing. So I just chuck a ball at it because I can't take it, and I catch him on the first throw. Didn't know he was anything special at the time. Show him at the playground like the next day, and I'm like, they're like, this is a legendary Pokemon. I was like, oh cool. So I like caught him with dumb luck, and then just made him my main, and just rolled the rest of the game with him. And like I traded him on my next game, and like my first Entei, I think is still on my silver copy because I got silver second, and traded him over immediately. So he's still on my silver copy somewhere, out in the garage or something like that. But Entei is also like the one that I own the most of that I haven't bred all of them. So I think I own like 30 something different Enteis. Alright. He belongs in a nice room. He belongs up in here.
I don't know where I am. I'm lost. I'm in Lebanon and I'm lost. I don't know where I am.
Just come to our house. It's like next to Lebanon. It's Lebanon adjacent.
No, I gotta work in the morning, so I was just going home. I just wanted something to eat, and I know there's no food at the house because why would there be food in my house? And every place is closed because people don't want to go back to working meaningless jobs after COVID, and I kind of understand. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I'm just kind of SOL.
I mean, if they had a higher minimum wage, they'd be a
Damn it.
little more wanting to
Well,
do.
I mean, it's just a social security problem all over again.
No shinies. Dang it.
I gotta go. So I gotta figure out where I am and how to get home because I'm just making myself more lost.
Well, we have food here if you do end up anywhere close to here and want to stop by. Love you, bye. Oh, he's gone. Never mind. Never mind. Then.
Peace out.
Well, the Entei wasn't shiny, so I almost don't want to play anymore. But we got to keep going until we get that shiny.
Diamond Fox.
Pew, 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 pew. God, it's gonna be
I
one of
brought
those.
so much crap in this dungeon.
Hey, so when are you and Pat gonna force me and Anna to play Genshin?
Pat doesn't even play it.
I thought she did.
I mean, occasionally, but I mean,
Oh.
like, I'm the only one who's middle-lifing it out here.
Fair enough. We're gonna play emo Genshin one of these days. Oh god. Have you played that boob game anymore?
What boob game?
What?
What boob game?
I thought you downloaded the boob game that Pat showed you.
Boob game?
The one with the, like,
League of Maidens.
League of Maidens, yeah.
I never downloaded that. I've never even heard of that.
Oh, she was showing it to you, because that was the one where you can edit the avatars. And she had, like, the... Oh, I thought she showed that one to you when we were all talking about it.
I don't think so.
Oh. That's sad.
So you should have her show it to you.
Yeah, you should. It's
That's
a very
really funny.
interesting game. It's on Steam and it's free. It's very scary.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, why did I pick Knocked Out? Why did we go to Knocked Out when I was older?
Mm.
So we don't have any rock
Nobody
moves.
knows. No.
What did you pick?
I have a whale nerve.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, we played 2 or 3 games of Valorant earlier, and I think we played with the worst Phoenix and Sola I've ever seen in my entire life.
They had to be like brand new.
Oh my god. The Sova he picked up the spike like 2 times, and then when you're watching him play, he's just like shooting and like moving and shooting like constantly. Like he's playing it like you would play like the first-person shooters back in like GoldenEye era, where you're just, you know, run and gun. It was, oh god. The other team wasn't even that good, but we still like, we surrendered eventually, right? It was so bad. No, we didn't surrender because they voted no.
Right. They said no.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for Focus Punch. Why do I feel like nothing's been putting up shields?
I don't know.
Have they not, or have I just been not paying attention?
I haven't seen any shields.
Huh. What if they patch that out of it? Because I remember that being like a constant thing.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I feel so much.
Yeah.
Scout, we need to find a new game that's not Valorant for everyone to play every now and then.
I don't know.
My initial thought was Overwatch, and then I thought we should just do the ultimate reversal and just play CSGO. You guys want to play Valorant without the fun of Valorant?
And 12 times as sweaty.
I think 12 is generous, though. I think they're much sweatier. They also do like gun skins that are ugly as sin.
Mm.
Yay! I focus punched. Oh, I can really hear it. Oh man. I don't know, I feel like we need to find another game that's like a first-person shooter co-op-y game that's cheap or free for everybody. And as much as Apex sounds nice, like I know Apex wouldn't run on Anne's laptop. It barely runs on my computer, so that wouldn't be a good option. And God knows I'm not playing Fortnite.
I mean, technically we have enough people that if we really wanted to and we found a free MMO, we could open build.
I would love to do a free MMO, but I don't know, I can't pick one.
Ah.
I was looking at different ones a few weeks ago. Because the idea of WoW...
Aura Kingdom!
What is it?
Aura Kingdom.
I don't even know what that is.
Dude, I've played that game for so long. It's so bad.
Because WoW was back... No, God, get out of here. Because WoW was back in the limelight because they did the WoW Classic update and then they just did a new expansion for new WoW. And so it's like, that sounds enticing, but I just never liked the aesthetic of WoW. Zeke apparently does Final Fantasy Online.
Do we need this bird?
I don't think so. No, the ninja. Peonia's gonna take it. Oh, I just realized with Peonia.
Yeah.
She's cool. Alright, what are we fighting again? What's our final? Rock. So let's head to water. And we get an item. But no, I don't know what MMO sounds good. That's why I was wondering if everyone was going to force us into Genshin. How many players is Genshin?
You can have 4 in a world, but you can't really play together. It's like you can do bosses and stuff together, but you can't do any quests together.
Oh, that's kind of dumb.
Some events you can do together.
Well, like the new D&D game came out, and that looks really good. But again, that's one that like I don't think it'll run well on Anne's laptop, so she'd kind of have to sit out. But the new D&D, that's 4 players. There's also D&D Online and stuff like that. There's, what was that one we were all going to play on the Switch, but then we didn't play it anymore. But that's another one where it's just you can just do missions together. I want like a good old-fashioned. I want a good old-fashioned MMO, but I can't find like a good one. Because that's something I would 100% be down for, because I'd also grind way too much, like, off-stream.
I get burnt out on MMOs really fast, except for Aura Kingdom for some reason. It was just so baby easy, I could just sit there and do it for hours.
What is Aura Kingdom? Like, what's it like?
I started playing it before they had, like, professions, essentially.
Okay.
It's kind of like WoW, but if it was all anime and very baby, I guess. It's very baby. And most people are just there for the fashion, and the economy was incredibly, horribly inflated. Because there was a real problem with gold botting, and I did contribute to that. I bought a lot of gold because either you wasted $100 on gacha boxes to try to get your cosmetics, or you spent $5 to get a bunch of gold and went and bought it in the shop.
Well,
So that's it.
so what was the... You know League of Legends is coming, like, Riot is coming out with an MMO, right? Based on the League of Legends world?
Can't wait for it to be bad.
Oh, yeah. Like, to be fair, though, what did Riot put up that's actually bad? Because Valorant's fine. TFT I find incredibly enjoyable. I haven't touched League since it came out, but, I mean, it's popular. And even Legends of Runeterra is a lot of fun. Like, I really enjoy playing that. I haven't played it in a little bit. I thought about doing, like, a card game stream, because I have PTCGO and Magic Arena and Legends of Runeterra that I all cycle through randomly.
I play Shadowverse.
What's Shadowverse? I haven't had that one.
It's basically Magic Hearthstone anime titties.
Oh, okay. That sounds about right. That tracks.
Yeah, every single card it's got unique art and a fully animated version of it you can find or get. You don't have to buy packs. I play completely free, and I always have plenty of cards. If you don't want to play free, you can be like me and spend $64 on buying anime girls to play as leaders.
I mean, I play MTGO, but I play Arena, not Magic Gathering Online. And I've paid into it twice, because I just mainly draft on it, because if you draft, you still get all the cards and stuff you need for, like, standard and whatever. And if you draft long enough, you eventually have stuff for a deck. And as you draft, you also get cards that are wild cards you can turn into anything. So, like, I built a standard deck on there now. Let's go to the water, I think.
The one problem I have with Shadowverse is that there are a lot of decks whose whole gimmick is just to build up to a one-shot.
Oh,
Like, once they get to a certain point, it will just one-shot you.
Yeah.
And it kind of hurts.
Did you see the Hearthstone thing from this past weekend?
No, I don't keep up with Hearthstone. I never played it.
Oh, okay. I don't keep up with it much, but they apparently there was a big, like, facepalm moment where in the Masters finals, because they treat it like chess now, where it's like they're all grandmasters if they get far enough in the game or whatever. In the Masters finals, I forget who the player was, but The guy won on turn 3 in game 1. He just was playing a super aggro druid deck or whatever, and just hit the stuff to have turn 3 tap everybody for game. And he doesn't look happy about it. His opponent doesn't look happy. The commentators are both just like, oh god, like it's a very cringy thing to be like, this is a bad representation of the game. And the guy who won doesn't even smile. He just like shakes his head. He's like, I just got really lucky and like had the insane like
I
mad hands.
apologize.
Yeah. And then my favorite part is the commentator trying to break the awkward silence. Just talks to the guy who just lost. He's like, well, the good news is going into the next round, that if you just win on turn 2, you'll be good. And he kind of chuckles, and the other guy just does not find it humorous at all. And I'm like, that's the kind of joke I would make. Well, if you beat him on turn 2, you can't lose in turn 3. It was so bad. Like, if you look at the video, it's so great because they all just are like, oh no, this is a dark day in Hearthstone history.
The last time I played Magic in person, or no, actually no, I think it's the first time I ever played Magic. A friend was like, okay, I'm gonna take you to this amateur Magic tournament.
Yeah.
Because I practiced a few times.
Yeah.
I've never like with a full deck. And he was like, you already understand how it works. Here is my experimental deck that I did not look up any metas for, and I built it myself. Go have fun. And then I just got deck milled over. His deck was dog shit. I was like, why did you give me your experimental deck? Just give me like a toddler's preset. I would have done better.
Oh yeah, I feel bad for Anne because I have ups and downs with Magic because it's an enjoyable game, but I don't like it in a competitive environment because lands are a very bad variable in a game where you can get mana screwed or there's an aspect of the game that's tied to a percentage of your deck, and if you draw too many, then you lose, and if you don't draw enough, you lose. So I hate that aspect of it, but poor Anne, the first time she learned how to play, they're like, here's this really bad werewolf deck. And I remember Anne telling me about it, and I asked the person that gave it to her, it was Richard, right?
Yeah.
I asked Richard about it, and he's like, oh yeah, and tells me all the cards, and I'm like, yeah, those are there is a tier 1 werewolf variant, but you have to play Marabat or Broken, all these other cards. And he's like, yeah, we didn't have any extras of those, so we just gave her what we had. And I was like, well, no wonder she hates the game. You gave her, here's the bullcrap bulk commons. Have fun.
I had fun with... my friend was having me do, Vampire Commander stuff. I enjoyed that.
Somebody just dropped into chat. Unfortunately, none of us, I think, play Let's Go, unfortunately. But if anyone had a Mankier Scyther, does anyone here play Let's Go? I don't think so.
I never got it.
Unfortunately, we can't help you out with that, man. But no, yeah, so Anne hated that, but now we're getting into EDH because I want to have or Commander. I want to have 4 or 5 Commander decks just available at the house to be another board game option.
Yeah, my friends really like doing Commander.
Yeah, because it's fun and it's very casual, and if you build all the decks around the same power level, it's not terrible. Because I had a friend who owns a card shop who might drop in on a stream and watch us every now and then. If he does, I'm going to name drop him. Mike DeGaro, who owns, I'll give the plug with it too. We Buy Games down in Amelia, Ohio. We Buy Games. They buy games, sell games, they do retro, they do everything. You should stop by and check them out if you're ever in Amelia, Ohio. Anyways, he used to build the sweatiest Commander decks in the goddamn world. They were 6 different instant win combos, 7 different infinite loops. He would just do these filthy, disgusting things, and you'd just be like, okay, well, I spent $10 on my deck, and I'm just here to have fun. And he's like, that's good, lose on turn 2, scrub.
You are scum. Under my boots.
So, I'm building, very even-keeled decks. Hopefully one of the scrubby teammates takes this. Oh, you took it.
I'm running out of moves.
That's fair. But, so Anne loves cats, and... here, I'll pull up the image. This is you like cats, right?
I like cats.
What's his
I
name
am
again?
cat.
I don't know.
There's one specifically, yeah, there is. It looks like our fat little cat, skill. And he is poison, rock, so water should be pretty good. I am putting the picture in the Discord, but this is Anne's commander, and it's the happiest looking cat you've ever seen in your entire life. And then,
So cute.
oh yeah. And then this is, they did a run of cats that were alternate arts that just were cute house cats. And the original ones were like these big scary like Leon monsters. Yeah.
See, this is the two reasons I've never gotten to Magic. One was because I didn't want to buy so many cards and do rotations and stuff.
Yeah,
On Shadowverse it's okay because it's like it's very easy to flip through rotations. Two, compared to Yu-Gi-Oh, does not have as many cute girls.
Yeah.
Or cute things. Like Yu-Gi-Oh, I run Dolce, I do Trick Stars, I do the little the toy ones.
Yeah. There's cute.
The
Rescue cat.
I don't do Rescue Cat. I did Witches, I did Luna Lights. Like if it's cute, I did it at one point.
See, I played Yu-Gi-Oh like heavy from again start until like the Madolches. It was the Elemental Dragons that come out, and I was like, I don't want to play this anymore. Get me away from this. The game got scary. The image I just sent you is it's the original art for that first one. So it's like you could have this scary guy and like whatever cat avatar guy, or you could have this adorable one that's like screaming happiness.
I don't want him to be cute.
Yeah. So the price difference, I bought it for Anne, and I was like, the price difference is literally like that one, the ugly one, is $5 on TCG Player. The cute one, $35. I was able to find it for $25, so I was like, this is fine, I'll get it for her. But yeah, we're building commander decks, so Anne will have green-white cats. I'm going to have mono-blue artifacts, and then green-black planeswalkers. And then we'll probably have something red and something white, because... God, no more shinies again. Alright, we're going to keep running it. But yeah, so the goal is to eventually have like 5 or 6 EDA commander decks. So that when we have people over that are like, I don't feel like playing, insert board game, we can just be like, oh, cool. Well, then we're going to play Commander.
Yeah.
Louie, why are you buying a bow and your swordsman?
Oh, what's that game? Black Survival something?
Eternal Return?
What?
Eternal Return, Black Survival?
Yes.
I play that, maybe,
I was thinking about getting into that, and then I watched like 3 videos where people are like, don't. If you don't play it, don't get into it. It is the most complicated thing you'll ever try to teach yourself.
It's not complicated. You just gotta take it one step at a time.
Okay. It's not complicated. You just gotta, do a lot of math and memorize
Honestly, you don't have to do any math. You don't have to do any memorization, like, trying to. You just, like, eventually it'll click in your head, here's where I can make this kind of food. Like, you'll understand the recipes eventually, but it's not important at the beginning, because you'll have a friend who will do it all for you.
Okay. And then I was watching offline TV stuff. Oh god, was this flying? We don't hit anything that's super effective as flying.
I didn't realize you were poor!
What, me? I mean, yeah.
No, this guy who's like, give me a book, and I give him the most expensive one I had, and he's like, I can't afford this, and they got pissed off with that.
I was watching offline TV, and it was Skara, Lily, and Michael all playing the Black Survival, whatever, Eternal Survival.
She voices a character.
She does?
Yeah, she voices 11.
So they're playing it, and Michael picks a gun or something, and the Scar's like, no, you don't want to pick that, you want to pick the sniper rifle because da-da-da, and starts listing off this stuff. And he just starts going on this rant of like, no, this game, either you need to be born into a household where your parents knew how to play this game, and they pass it down through generations, because no one can learn this game on their own. And he's just like yelling and like losing his mind. And I was like, oh god. I picked a bad day to stream because Mr. Beast uploaded a video, and so that means no one, if anyone's on YouTube, they're like, what is this scrub doing streaming when I could be watching Mr. Beast?
I don't think that's accurate, but go off.
He had 4.5 million views in the first 3 hours.
I don't think you have the same, like, I don't think you have the same audience.
I'm streaming Pokemon right now. My audience is 6 to 15 boys.
You can buy curry now.
To be fair, I think Mr. Beast's audience is literally everyone on the planet.
I don't
actually-
watch Mr. Beast.
Oh, I'm actually a huge fan. I watch every video, and then like
I
gone
think
back.
he does cool stuff, I guess, but like,
It's
I'm not interested.
That's fair. Well, the one thing that's nice to me that I really enjoy is like, I've heard a bunch of stuff about him being like mean off camera and whatever, and I'm like, that's all well and good, and like, I hope that's not true, but if it is, whatever. But like, he donates so much to like charity, food banks.
Hey man, that's where the taxes are at.
That's fine, but like, I don't get, like, you look at people like Bezos, and it's like, he doesn't do anything for charity. Like, nothing. And so, like, even if somebody's doing it for a tax break, at least they're helping somebody. So, like, I have a lot of respect for him for that. Like, I respect him in the hustle. Because, unfortunately, like, hey, we were talking about getting lucky with all kinds of things. It's like, I get lucky in all kinds of stuff that happens in daily life, but it's always stuff that would require me to take advantage of someone else. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, what was it?
I did.
We got shipped, I was supposed to get shipped a power supply, and the guy accidentally sent me and some other guy, who both first names are Adam, I ordered a power supply. He ordered a $300 gaming monitor. Where do you want to go, man?
Yoink.
What did you say?
Oh, we
That's
need-
mine.
I don't know. Steel? Just guessing. I don't know. It's a
Hmm.
clef key. But, so we got the monitor. So it's like a $300 monitor. And yeah, like part of me is like, oh, we could just take this monitor and, you know, plus whatever. Then I'm like, nah, I'm going to do the right thing. So I ended up calling the guy, tracking him down. And
Screw
like-
that. The company will replace it.
well, no, I contacted the company and was like, hey, and they're like, we'll send you a shipping label, return label. Can you send it back in the mail, and we'll get the new power supply sent out to you because we sent him yours and you got his. And I was like, yeah, no worries. And he's like, I appreciate it. And like, he didn't offer to do anything, like knock any price off or anything like that. And I doubt he will, or refund anything or put anything extra in the package. But you know,
I'll
whatever.
have to kill his family then, huh?
It's like stuff happens all the time. I constantly in a position to be like, oh hey, I found your wallet and there was thousands of dollars in it. I guess you'll want it back. Here you go. And they're like, thanks, and they pat you on the head and walk away. I just can't do it. Like,
If a $300 gaming monitor showed up, I would keep it. And if somebody said, please send it back, then I would send it back. But until somebody says something, that's mine.
and see, like, you're not wrong, but like, something inside me is like, no, I need to find the rightful home to this. And I do it all the time. Like, literally.
Dude, I'm such a scumbag. The other day, there was like, I came back from going out to eat with a friend, and there was a like 32-pound bag of cat food and some paper towels and like 2 unpackaged rolls of toilet paper just sitting like in my driveway. Basically, it was like on the sidewalk in front of my driveway. So I was like, what is this here for? So I waited like 3 minutes, and I was like, to my friend, I was like, I got that cat food. Good boy. And so we took it inside, and like 2 minutes later, some little boy comes up and he's like, did you take our stuff? It's like, don't leave it in my yard. I did give it back, but I was like, we say nothing unless somebody comes and asks about it.
So I'm at work, like this is like 2 months ago. I'm at work and a package shows up, and the person who was working the front desk comes back and grabs me and goes, sir, this package showed up and we don't know who's it for. And so they hand it to me, and the label, like the address label has our address, but it doesn't have a business name tied to it. And there used to be another business in our office before us that was also healthcare. So we get stuff for them all the time. It's like literally social security numbers and like private information for clients and all that. And we're like, just forward it on. So this time it's a small package, and so I open it up, and inside is a Samsung Galaxy S20 or something like that, whatever the newest one is. There's that, a very nice phone case for it. It's like I forget the brand of the phone case, but it's like a very nice, like, has its own built-in screen protector. Not quite OtterBox, but like close to that quality. And then there was a Bluetooth headset in this box, like all for that phone. And so I'm like, huh. And there's an invoice, like receipt in there that has somebody else's name on it. And it has a phone number tied to it. And so I was like, oh, huh. And it has a business name, and it's not the business that used to be there, it's a different business. And I was like, well, you know what, I'm going to try and call them. Meanwhile, I need a new phone, and I could just pop the SIM card out of that and pop mine in. Very well could have. But I ended up calling the company. They blow me off at first. They're like, the person, like, because I gave the person's name who's on the receipt, I'm like, looking for this person, and they said, she's at lunch, she'll call you back later, or like, just call back some other time for it. I was like, well, it's rather urgent. And they're like, well, she's not here, so you can either call back another time or just not worry about it. And I was like, wow, just super rude. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I hang up with them, call the next line that I have listed.
That's when I kept the phone.
No, I didn't yet. I was like, I gotta do my due diligence. So I had called a branch that was like tied to the phone number. So I looked up their headquarters name, called their headquarters, and their headquarters takes down my info and says, we don't have any record of someone ordering a phone, but if we hear anything, we'll let you know.
That's too much work.
Yeah, well, I
Not
agree.
even the morality. That's just too much work.
So I call that other number, and they're just like, and if you want to switch out, you probably could.
Think so?
Actually, I'm going to. Never mind.
Texas is holy now.
So anyways, they're like an hour later, their headquarters calls me and says, yes, the IT team did place that order. They're gonna figure it out. Da da da. And they're like, where's your office at? And we list it off. And he's like, well, can you mail it? Or you know what? I'll just drop by. I'm gonna be in the area. And I said, sure, yeah, you can come pick it up anytime. So then some guy shows up to pick it up, and he's like, I'm so sorry. I was like, they were just in this other office. He's like, yeah, really sorry. Thanks anyway. And just takes the phone and leaves. And like, huh, not even like a, hey, thanks, or like, here's a gift card, or like, here's a thank you card, or anything for like saving us. You know, that phone is probably hundreds, if not like $1,000 or more dollars.
Yeah.
And they're just like, screw you, Belle, thanks, bye. And it's not like you do it for the thank yous, but at the same time, it's like, how many times do I go out of my way for nice things and then just get nothing? Hey, Kat, you want to hear another
Man,
one?
I just keep thinking about how I could use a monitor.
This one's still here. If you broke into our house and stole it, I guess I couldn't return it.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So, again, more karma things that still haven't paid out, and I don't know if they ever will. Driving home from the comic book store, what was this, Sam, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Driving home from the comic book store, Anne leaves first.
Mm-hmm.
And then like half an hour later, I'm leaving. Because we drove separate. And as I'm driving home, I watch a semi go through an intersection and hit a car, not quite T-boning, but hitting like the passenger wheel well, like the front wheel well, and pushing the car a few feet. I'm like 3 cars behind that person that got hit. So I get out and literally walk up with like 2 other people to the car that got hit and try to like see how we can help. I end up taking out my pocket knife and cutting the person who's in the passenger seat who was actually hurt in the accident. She had her leg messed up. I end up cutting her out of the seatbelt, like cutting the seatbelt off of her. And then me and this other guy try to get her out of the car and get her pulled away from it because the like gas is leaking or like some liquid is leaking out of the car. And we get pulled all the way out of the way, and then I'm sitting there and the paramedics walk up and I'm like, what can we do to help? Like, what's going on? And they're just like, nah, you're good, you can leave. Get out. I'm like, okay.
I was expecting them to yell at you for helping.
Oh no. They were like, thanks so much for helping out. We can take everything from here, so you can go ahead and go. And I'm just like, alright, yeah, no worries, thanks, bye. I kind of was mentioning to somebody the other day, I was like, I watched My Name is Earl growing up, like a good boy, and I learned all about karma. And it's just all either not true or it just takes a long time to pay out. I don't know.
Sometimes there's instant karma. Like one time I was working at the dollar store and some guy was checking out and he accidentally handed me 2 20s instead of 1.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh hey, you handed me 2 20s. And then he started like profusely thanking me as if I'd saved his life and then forced me to take $5
Aw.
to pay me back. I was like, I'm just like, anybody would do it. I'm just doing my job. Like, if you give me the wrong amount, I tell you.
Yeah. God. Well, so my first 2 years out of college, I worked at a casino, and I did special events. So I was giving away, like literally every Saturday night for me, for 2 years, I was giving away, well, for about 1.5 years, because I didn't get that job right away, I got promoted to it, but I was giving away a car, or a golden Buckeye, 24 karat gold Buckeye, or, which, for anyone local, that tells you where I worked at, but I was giving away cars, Buckeyes, large amounts of cash. We gave away TVs. We did like 60-inch HD TVs, like 1080p back when that was like the hot new thing. And we were doing all these giveaways constantly. And I was not allowed to accept tips, but pretty much every employee in the casino was allowed to take tips except for the gaming people, and then me, and like the other special events people. So the number of times I was offered a tip and couldn't take it, and even sometimes where I was off of casino grounds, like in the parking lot or something, I was like, no, because God knows the one time I accept it is the time that the cameras see me and they're like, you're fired, you took a tip from a thing.
No, sir, that was a bribe.
That was... They were bribing me to call their name next weekend. That's the job that I got the most death threats on. Fun fact.
Wow.
They misprinted my first business cards, and they had my personal cell phone number and not my work cell on them. And so I was getting calls to my personal cell that were like, if you don't tell me, I'll kill you, or like people would be like, I gambled my whole mortgage away, and like we didn't get, or you know, I gambled away my house payment, and
Okay, how's that my problem?
oh, that's when I first started the job, I was like, I'm so sorry, and like would give them the line for like the gambling hotline, and like tried to genuinely help them. And then after like 6 or 7 months of it, I was just started going like, I'm sorry, you should probably make better life decisions. You calling my personal cell, so I'm gonna let you go, and then I'll just hang up.
That's how it goes.
I miss my boss there. That's the Jerry. If you ever, I don't know if you watch your stream, but like, you were one of the coolest bosses I ever had. And I miss you. But he was awesome. He, like, I still stay on Facebook with him, and I've seen him a couple times. But like, his whole happiness in life came from hanging out and watching Colts games with his son, and then going to craft beer and cigar places. And that's all he lived on. And I loved it. I wanted his lifestyle so bad. Every day he was off, he would just go to a new craft beer place and just get hammered on their back porch and then post Facebook pictures. He was the coolest dude. I need to go back there sometime. I haven't been back there like maybe once since I stopped working there. Oh, maybe the good karma will show up and me getting a shiny Cresselia, or not Cresselia, what's his name? Celesteela.
Will never happen.
Whatever this Pokemon is.
There is never a payout.
God, I was thinking, because you're in Indiana, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're in Ohio, and they did Governor DeWine, our, humble servant governor, did a Vax-A-Million. So anyone that
Oh God, I wish that we'd had something like that.
Oh God, it was. If you had at least one vaccine, either part 1 or part 2, or like either part 1 or complete vaccine. Anna, you picking them up?
Okay.
You either every
In
week.
Indiana, according to the radio, the best you could get was like some free fries.
Oh, he did 2 drawings every week, and one person got $1 million, and the other person got a college scholarship equal to like $500,000.
Yeah, thanks, Indiana.
Well, to be fair, Indiana's kind of a nicer place than Ohio. You guys have a higher sales tax, and that's about it. Everything else you got there is a little bit nicer.
I think we have more conservative stuff.
Oh, do you? We're always split.
I feel like Indiana's got a lot of conservatives.
Well, I guess we do,
Or maybe we just have more races.
Oh, that could be. That could be. We just have Indianapolis, and I like Indianapolis.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite places in the world because they have Gen Con.
Get hit by a car at all times.
That is true. People in Indianapolis don't know how to drive because I've been there for like big events, so there's out of town drivers. But like,
everything there, all the roads are just like whack.
Mm-hmm.
it's a grid system. You simply. I love it.
I've seen my mom simultaneously cross 4 lanes.
We were driving around looking for a parking garage that was open at Gen Con, and Ann sees a garage that does not have the vacant sign out or like anything, and we're like, I went over like 6 lanes, like, because I was in like a parking lane and then just went over all the way across, almost hit a car, and just got in there, and they're like, all right, parking for the day is $40. She's like, I don't care. It beats me parking on the outskirts, like outside of Indianapolis. Oh. I miss Gen Con. I can't wait for it this year. We got tickets. You should go. You should get tickets.
How
far
my
you guys?
fiance is kind of like afraid of the outside world.
Who is?
My fiance.
Oh.
He's like, no. He doesn't leave the house unless he's promised food, and only sometimes.
That's fair. Did you guys get vaccinated yet?
I just got my second one yesterday. He got his first one yesterday, and it is giving him horrible anxiety attacks.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's just his side effect is anxiety attacks. He couldn't go to sleep without me cuddling him.
Aww.
I had
That's
to go
not anxiety.
cuddle.
That's adorable.
It's because he was having a panic attack.
That's adorable. Oh. Hey, Ann. What's been doing?
What? Rum?
Okay. Oh, terrible anxiety. I need to get my second shot. I've had it scheduled 3 times now and keep not going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
You only have 45 days from the first shot to get the second one. Oh, I think.
Or what? You have the first one again.
Yeah, or yeah, you have to start over. I mean, to be fair though, I was thinking about it. I was like, I could just, skip this one and then get the first one from Moderna because my first one was from Pfizer, and then I could get the second. Like instead of getting a second one from Moderna, just get the J&J. So then I'll have the first from Pfizer and Moderna, and then the J&J, and then I'll get
Stop
the
crossing
second,
the streams.
Get the seconds for the other two.
and then get the second from Pfizer, and then spread that out over a year. So eventually I'll have all the vaccines, and I'll be immune to all disease.
That's not how.
Not how it works, but
So I spent 4 years managing the flu program in Cincinnati for a healthcare agency, and I don't get my flu shot because they're like, we sat on like this infomercial thing with one of the people who developed it, and like got to do a Q&A with them because we did some of the sales of it. And we were just like, so how do you determine like what strains to protect against and like how to figure it out? And he's like, oh, it's kind of a crapshoot. We just kind of like guess among like 3 different strains and just try to figure out which one it'll work the best on. And so it's a complete guess. So if you get the quadrivalent shot, that's the highest chance you have of actually getting protected.
shit, I was buying and selling again. Yeah, they're only like, this year's is only 40% effective.
That's high.
For flu shots, yeah.
The flu shot
But
is
compared to COVID, which is, the COVID vaccine's like, what, like 98, 99% effective?
Yeah. No shinies, gotta roll again. For 2.5 hours.
God.
Yes.
And we're gonna get one.
No, we're not.
Well, we just gotta start finishing it, because then, like, who knows, maybe the Celestial could have been a shiny. Plus, like I said, I'm gonna cut
Very
this down.
last one will be shiny.
Well, yeah, exactly. The very once we get shiny, we're ending the stream. We're just gonna be like, all right, bye. Click, close. God. You know, this is kind of funny though, because our average. So, the stream where the first Flash Gang stream For some reason, that was our highest viewed stream at 56 unique viewers that popped in and out. This one, and that one, like, it at the end of the stream was only like 30 something. Ooh. Kind of want the Swoobat.
Swoobat.
I would probably take the Vileplume or the Goregeist. Yeah. But that was one of our highest ones, but at the end of the stream, we had only had like 20-something unique viewers, and that was like our 4-hour stream. This one, we're already at 21 unique viewers with a high of 6 viewers, 6 unique viewers at a time. So people are popping in and out of this one, so this is maybe we start doing more Pokemon content, I guess.
Fire.
So we need...
Water?
Water, there's nothing. Alright, just go with... Oh, like Klefki's that's a Klefki. Go to Poison. Click Poison.
Yeah, because they vote with you, because you're in control of the room, you dum-dum.
Don't call me a dum-dum, or I'll get a divorce.
I think
My
I
dad
was-
will appreciate. Oh wait, no, you don't need a priest for a divorce.
No, I've explained this to him. I'm pretty sure there's paperwork I have to sign to say I agree, and I just don't have to sign it.
I think you have to agree to divorce. I think he's just gonna like, hey, I'm done. I don't care if you...
How did I have to agree?
Well, fortune telling using fur balls is the new fad. Sorry, I need every single one of those for crafting, and they're incredibly hard to get. So like, fuck off.
Are you just doing something on that game?
It's got like market highs and like some things are popular and stuff. And one of the things that's popular right now is like a crafting ingredient, and it's really hard to get. It never wants to drop. So I'm like, yeah, you're not getting that. Stay away from me.
Oh, by the way, one of the games that I really wanted to make one of our go-to like fun games was called Crown something. Was it Crown Royale? Is that what it's called?
What?
What was that Crown game that I made you download and play the 16?
I don't remember.
It was Crown something, but it was very anime aesthetic.
What about Dragon's Crown? Is that what it is?
What?
Dragon's Crown. Is that what it is?
No. I know that game. It's a battle royale.
Like titty wizard.
Yeah. That game, I heard about that game, hadn't seen it, and I was like, this sounds awesome. Side scroll beat 'em up, like very D&D-esque, like this sounds great. And then you get to watch it and you're like, oh god. Did you watch that Record of Ragnarok on Netflix yet?
No.
Oh.
I don't really watch TV all that often.
That's one
I just kind of exist.
That's fair. I understand that. I can get behind that. No, you should watch Record of Ragnarok. It's a great anime about the gods decide they're done with the earth, and one of the Valkyries was like, no, I impose the Clause of Ragnarok, where it's a final battle of humans versus gods, and if the humans win, they get to live for another 1,000 years. And if the gods win, they'll annihilate her. And all the gods are like, oh, this will be hilarious. Sure, let's do your little game. And so it's 13 humans, 13 gods, in 1v1 matches, first to 7 wins. And it's so over the top, but it's so well done. Like, you love it, because it's the first fight is this, what is he? Is he Mongolian?
Why doesn't he want to wear the pirate hat?
Oh, you have to speak up, man. I can barely hear you.
Yeah, he's like Mongolian.
Yeah, it's him versus... Who does he fight? Oh, he fights Thor.
Or, yeah.
So the first one is Thor versus this Mongolian warlord. The second one is Adam versus Zeus. So Adam, the first man, versus Zeus. But they end season 1 on a cliffhanger at the start of the fight of Jack the Ripper versus Hercules in 19th century London. And so you're just like, okay, cool. So Jack the Ripper, this normal kind of creepy guy that cut up a bunch of women of the night, is going to go against the demigod Hercules. Okay, this will be fine. It's so good. Like, it's so weird, but it's so good at the same time.
Seems...
Oh, but the part that you need to watch is Aphrodite is one of the gods in the crowd, and
carried with the titties,
yeah,
I've
and
seen that.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes, every time they flash to her, there's bouncing, and then later in the season they're like, all right, we gripped you with that, now we're going to keep you with the action. And so then from then on, when you watch the action, it's like a good action sequence. You're like, okay, this is worth watching for this. It's just a good show. I'm kind of looking forward to the next season. This Klefki's been alive forever.
Yep.
This is the one thing I like about it. Like, this is actually, I like this stream environment better because it's more talking, more like casual chit chat, and then in the background, Pokemon are dying.
Yeah.
I was the Pokemon.
Hey, do you think it would? So we should do. So I do YouTube videos and I haven't done them because my computer's stupid. But when we get back to in-person games, do you think it would be a good video to do board game day? Except we're just recreating all of these shadow games that season 1 Yugi did.
God, yes.
I think that'd be really hard to do without hurting so much.
It's so great, actually. I just want to see.
No, just do it like Gus Johnson.
Yeah.
It's like real low budget, like.
Oh yeah, but no, I'm
That'd be
saying
great.
like, can you imagine we have John and Paul sit down and like, all right, draw your game out of the hat. You 2 are competing in the first round of the tournament, and they draw the one that's like the knife with the stack of money. We just put a stack of Monopoly money on the back of their hands, and then give them like a 14-inch Bowie knife. Just go like, all right, don't stab
Why is
yourself.
the money the part that's fake?
Sweden.
Well, you can't do a fake knife. I mean, then what's the point? I just can't wait to do that. You see John just going like, I win, right? He's just got a knife sticking out of his hand going into the table. I stabbed the hardest. Oh, I didn't mean to drop that. Oh, well. Not paying attention, just slapping the A button. I got a Durant.
Me.
God. And then the dice one. All right, high roll wins. The loser goes to the Shadow Realm. And the Shadow Realm is just we lock them out in our barn in the back of the house. It's full of ants.
Damn it, the game isn't completely clear sometimes about whether you're buying something from a customer or selling something to a customer, so I keep accidentally upcharging myself 30%.
Well, that's not good. That's
It's
not
really
good at all.
not.
God.
I'm not gonna make any profit.
God,
I mean, I don't have to worry about it.
I just
I
can't.
keep gas and capitalism. Let's just put it that way.
I also can't wait to sit down with like Anne sit down across from I don't know Connor or me or somebody. And she's like, all right, you have to pick one finger that you can use, and there's a like array of tools on the table that are just like, all right, do you want the knife, the gun, the lighter, the alcohol? God, our house burns down by the end of the episode. John's dead. Paul's missing multiple fingers. That's like, did you, there's a manga that Ann and I were hooked on called Gamblefish. You ever heard of that?
I've heard of it, but not read it. I actually don't know anything about it, but I've heard the name.
It's basically like season 1 Yu-Gi-Oh! If that were the whole thing and the whole school was in on the gig, and it wasn't just one kid going around killing a bunch of people. Everyone was doing it. The main character goes to this school where there's like an underground gambling ring to find out who killed his father. And I think it's the what is the like third game is he's just playing blackjack against this girl, and if he loses he gets expelled, and if he wins something happens, I don't know. And he runs out of chips, and the girl's like, well, I guess I've won. And he's like, not yet. And there's the villain is this teacher named Abadi, and he looks like a goblin. Everyone else looks like a normal human. No one else looks like an otherworldly creature. And he goes, I bet my finger. How much is that worth? And the teacher goes, I'll take it. And they take a chainsaw and cut his finger off.
I remember you telling me about
Oh,
this.
it's so great. And then she presents the deck to be cut, and when he cuts it, the bloodlines stay, so she can no longer cheat. And she's like, I forfeit. And they're like, all right, let's go attach your finger. You win, kid. It's such a great, like, Obama's in it. Like, They had to go on hiatus because they bring in King Obama, the president of the U.S. Oh, that's such a great... that's one that I wish someone had the audacity to put it into an anime form, or like a live... That should be a Netflix live-action adaptation. And actually have Obama play himself.
If I was Obama, I would do it.
Obama has a great storyline. He comes in, he wins his first round, and then his second round he's playing Russian roulette against the main villain, and the gun is empty, but somebody cheats, and so he ends up shooting himself, and the bullet glances off the top of his head and doesn't actually hit him. But the sound made him fall backwards out of his chair, so everyone thought he shot himself. And he ended up being fine, and then he just forfeits. It's so good. Spoilers.
Well, forfeiting is good, but you know.
Well, I mean, he does win his first round. And he knocks out like one of the main antagonists.
And he thinks he's done.
I mean, if you're Barack Obama, and he has to be aware of it, because they went on hiatus as soon as they announced his character. The last page of the book before they went on like a 7-month hiatus is Barack Obama.
I'm gonna have to get my lawyers.
The thing is, I don't think he did. I think he probably thought it was cool. Alright, what's our final thing again? It's fire. So let's go to the fire, I guess, because we don't really want to go to buggish steel.
I mean, I would be chill if I was Obama. But you don't know. Maybe Michelle was upset.
Fun fact, Michelle Obama spoke at my graduation when I graduated from college.
Were you guys ever on Tumblr? Back when it was popular?
Very little.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that girl who kind of got like internet famous because she didn't have anybody to come. Nope, there was no family to come to her high school graduation because she went to high school away from my home or something, and so or her college graduation. No, I think it might have been high school. So she sent a letter to Obama asking him to come to her college graduation.
I love it.
And he sent her like an autograph or something and said, congratulations. I actually got to meet that girl, and she writes Dragon fucking porn.
She writes porn?
Yeah, for Genshin Impact. Lots of egg laying and dragons. It's great. King Omaha, I see.
Yeah, well, that's when the Japanese version said Obama. It's in the American English translation.
What? I think I was like a roided up Piccolo. What's going on?
That's Abadi. That's the villain. That's like the only person that looks non-human. Hold on. There's one more amazing one.
Those vibes.
They're amazing, aren't they? Like, this is full of action. It makes you want to read it, right?
It's beautiful.
The next one that I just sent is probably my favorite. Yes, I can. Oh, I actually have one more I forgot about.
Oh man.
This is the very in trouble bad thing that happened. God, we're not doing any damage to this thing. Yeah, it's so good.
Wow.
Obama has like superpowers too. He does something. I think he brings somebody back to life.
Okay.
It's so good. Like it's I can't undersell how great it is when Obama enters the scene of like the grand gambling finals. It's such like a over the top thing too. That's like I don't know how it's non-animated. They made that one. What's that weird one that you watched, Dan, on Netflix?
I watched it like an episode, bud.
Oh, I know, but what was that called?
I don't even remember.
Why did you Dynamax?
Me?
Yeah.
Busy killing people.
Oh, that's fair. Thanks. I've been hardly paying attention, but just slapping A button. And are you getting tired?
I put out the grassy terrain. I've been pollen puffing people. Like,
I've been clicking Thunder back.
that's cool, bud. But yeah, I'm getting kind of tired.
Alright, at the end of this run, we'll call it, even if we didn't get a shiny, I guess.
I'm just saying, we've been doing this for almost 3 hours.
Yeah. I still got like another 7 hours in me. We're gonna catch a shiny, dang it.
God.
There's still your pollen puffing, shooting pollen at everyone to heal them.
Yeah. That's all I'm good for right now.
Oh, Bandit Keep. Did you watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged? I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'm an American in America. Actually, this is Japan. No, it's America. Oh god.
My presence. Make it America.
Oh god. Good times. I miss that. I haven't seen if you uploaded a new video lately. I feel like it's been a while. You did one like a few months ago. Oh, okay, they're just like on the second to last season. He's still making them. Meanwhile, the BBC Abridged guys gave up already. They didn't even make it this stupid. Do what?
It's just too much.
They were almost done. They could have finished it, and then they were just like, nah, we're good. We're not going to do Boo because we don't think we can make it funny. And it's like, the jokes write themselves in Boo.
I just want Nappa. I like Nappa.
See, they could have done Super, and they could have brought back the voice of Nappa for, like, the Universe 6, like, whoever they wanted to. They could have made Cabba the Universe 6 version of Nappa, even though he's the Universe 6 version of Vegeta. It could have been...
Like, grass terrain still here, or is this lightning again?
Oh, I keep setting it to lightning. I'm sorry. I forgot.
I mean, I guess fine. No, you're
the
fine.
only move I have that hits him. Like, he's so bulky, apparently.
You're fine. It also doesn't help because he heals on the grassy terrain.
Yeah. And our Klefki's not doing any damage. And everyone else has not very effective moves.
Yep.
I think we've been fighting him for a solid 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, it's been really, really exciting.
That's why I keep slapping the A button. That's all you gotta do in these games. Slap the A button. Oh, come on. Oh, god, that did nothing.
You didn't want to do that when it was grassy terrain?
Oh, no, not a little bit. Oh, god, now I have to swap. Because I can't go on with him being burned. What's our final thing again?
I don't remember.
This is
Oh, my
It's not Marowak. God.
What'd you do?
I expanded my store again. It's so big. It's double the size. I need to move these tables. They're not. What I want.
I just realized, anyone who gets on the Discord chat and is like, oh, I have unread messages in the retro stream chat, and they just see they're gonna see the Marsh Stomp meme, 3 random magic cards, and a bunch of stuff about Obama.
Dude, I am going to just like, why is this not? It's not even. It's not in the center.
Well, I think it's fire.
That's
Okay.
better. But
I'm
I still
gonna take
hate.
Marowak.
Why is it uneven?
Maybe it's fire?
I think you're right. I think fire sounded right, because I got the Durant and I was like, oh crap, this isn't good. Oh, no, none of you guys get it. I think you're right. I think it is fire. Yes. So it's either Entei, Reshiram,
Blacephalon.
Ho-Oh, Blacephalon. I hope it's not Ho-Oh, because I feel like we're the least equipped for Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Entei! Yeah! We're gonna end on shiny Entei.
No,
Do
you're
it.
not.
You say this, and you're jinxing your crap.
You say it every time.
Well, yeah, because every time we have Entei.
Oh wait, I shouldn't put that there.
I'm a poison it.
No, not my baby boy.
Sucks. Not your baby boy yet. He's still wild.
Totally rough did nothing.
He's a feral Entei.
To be fair, I don't even have enough badges to train in Entei, and I have badges from every single game. Oh, good job, Double U substitute. I can't wait for him to kill that. Oh god, we're not going to do much damage to him. Although I do drop his defense, so every time I get a little bit stronger. You have leftovers?
Yeah,
Oh, look at you.
I know.
Did you say a grassy drain?
No, I poisoned him.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I wasn't gonna plan on setting up grassy terrain, maybe for a move or two.
Okay. That's fine. The good news is if he does set up the sun, your speed goes through the roof. So, I like your little skirt thing with your, like, legging shorts.
Thanks. Where's socks?
No, I thought you had, like, legging short things under the skirt.
Yeah, there's little shorts under the skirts.
Yeah.
It's Pokemon. Can't have any upskirts.
Oh, no, I was just saying I thought that... God, never mind. I'll take the compliment back. God.
Never speak to me again, woman.
Do what? Yeah, and this game is a dress-up game for Anne and nothing more.
A chance for me to have cute little, like, companion creatures.
You can dress to match them, except there's no Ampharos.
Yeah, it's fair. I'm really annoyed with that.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have them in Diamond and Pearl remakes when those come out.
That's not right now.
Yeah, it's just like a few months.
It's
Also,
not right now.
I don't know how that one is going to go, like Arceus. That game was so weird. I don't know how to feel about
Oh,
it.
the, like, tales of, like, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
because
ancient
it's like it looks like Assassin's Creed meets Pokemon, but they're still normal Pokemon battles. They just look formatted weird. Like, it looks like an open source somebody tried to make a Pokemon game. Pokemon Union, that's the name of the game. It's the mobile. I can't wait for that. I'm gonna play it so much.
I'd rip it back.
You probably won't even see me on Valorant. I'll just be playing that 24/7. Shut up, Ann. I'll mute you. I'll ban you from Discord. So now your speed will go through the roof. Did you toxic poison him, or?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, but if you can't afford it, maybe don't try to buy it. Get out of my store.
There you go, Double. That's what we
Oh
need.
yeah, watch this. I just almost killed him.
Sucks.
And I'm dropping his defense every time so you guys do more damage. Yeah, they got rid of the shields. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
I
Wow.
wonder why. Sure. I just realized that it's so crazy. How long have shields been gone? I'm so scared. That makes this so much easier, because, like, yeah, these are taking 15 minutes, but, like... Shut up, cat.
Well, that's weird.
Not you. One of our cats is screaming.
I'm away.
You too, I guess.
That's weird.
There you go. Yeah, that is actually good. Alright, player up.
Say the meow word.
Yeah, that's my new favorite thing is go up to our cats and say the meow word. And I say it more aggressively until they actually meow.
Wow.
Say the meow word. Good job.
Alright, catch the crap out of this day. Where's my master ball?
Did you kiss the crap out of it?
Oh, there's a love ball. I'm gonna catch him with a
Oh
love ball.
God! Wow.
What?
Nothing.
Did you get a shiny?
No, I'm giggling at you.
I'm using a love ball to catch him.
No, I didn't get a shiny.
I really hope this Nintendo got caught in a love ball and he's shiny. It's gonna make my day so much. And because why? Say it together. We love Entei.
Sure.
You don't understand with the love ball. If he's shiny, then it'll come out and it'll do like little shiny swirls, and then it'll also do the heart thing from the love ball. No, it's not
That's a shame.
shiny.
Okay. Good.
Alright, so with that one, I think we're going to end the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed too.
Well, we're just shy of the 3-hour mark with no shinies. But you know what? I might resume this tomorrow morning. I might bring it back. I might just keep it going. 24-hour shiny stream.
Oh no.
Sweet.
Alright, well, it was a pleasure, Kat. I'm going to end the stream now, so I'm going to switch over to the...
We could start our stream out tomorrow by doing turnips.
Oh, we could. That'd actually be kind of fun. Yeah, actually, here. Kat, well, we got a minute. Oh my god, I'm not trying to ride my bicycle right now.
Yeah, Adam, you can't ride your bicycle right now.
What am I doing? What's happening?
Adam's gonna show you things.
Mobbing my island on Animal Crossing.
God, my Switch is gonna die.
Oh, I wanted. If only my Switch existed, I could show off my.
So, have you ever read the books, the Dune books, like Dune, the movie that's about to come out? No. So the planet there is called Arrakis, and it's just a giant desert ball with like no water, nothing. And that's what I called my island at first, and I got the island creator thing, and I just got the sand palette, and I covered the entire island in sand.
Yeah.
And then just turned it into a desert entirely. Yeah. And I recently was like, I'm tired of the desert aesthetic. I'm going to fix it. So I just finished turning it all back into grass, and then I'm going to move around the homes because I had literally just 2 open just desert plains that you could walk through, and there's nothing but desert. There's nothing but sand.
Great times.
And so I got rid of those. Oh, no, wait, why did you still show sand? Oh, did I not do that top corner?
No.
Oh, my God.
I was trying to do some of it for you while I was staying up late.
Yeah.
And I stopped because I didn't know if you really wanted to get rid of all of it.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting rid of all of it except for the back right corner.
Okay.
I'm keeping 1 spot of desert.
I flattened my entire island and then raised up half of my entire island.
Nice. Maybe we could do a little bit of turnip things, and then we could do a little roast.
The rest of each other's islands.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mine's in the middle of getting changed around.
Yeah. Trash.
I wish I knew where my Switch was.
I make fun of my
I want to
island.
see my little friends.
I'm working on it. I'm working to improve my island. Why would you make fun of it? God, she will not shut up. Some days she just will not shut up. She's just going on and on and on. And I just can't handle it. I would love it if somebody logged on right now and they're like, yeah, I came here for the Pokemon thing, and what the hell is this?
Just Animal Crossing.
Oh, and look at the umbrella that Tex gave me.
Oh my god, that's adorable! You know, if you hit, yeah, there you go. You hit A, it spins.
Spin.
I love it.
I have not caught a lightning bug yet.
I was so into custom fashion.
So this used to be all desert. You can see the desert patch still under like a rock. But this was all desert. And then you went over here, and this was...
There's lightning bug up there.
I know, I see it.
Dude, I did the thing where, like, you cover every inch of your island in fences to move the rocks where you want them.
See, I'm going to move the rocks, but I'm just going to let them go wherever they want to go.
I wanted them to be, because I wanted them to be in a little, like, sand patch. I have, like, a little patch of sand next to my museum for, like, digging and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like a little, like, come excavate.
Nice.
Yeah, this was all... See, what is this?
The bug off was today.
Oh. Oops, missed it. But yeah, you can still see the sand patches under that. Yeah, right when you get off of the plane, you see a neon sign that says we're open. and then you just come out, and then I'm still cleaning up the desert here, and I have all the rocks the decorative rocks I'd laid around.
Where your desert there is where my horrifying caste system for my people lives.
Yeah, so I low-key have one. I didn't realize it, like, except it's not updated because there's 2 villagers over here that I love. But I fenced her in so she can't leave her house because I hate her and I want her to die.
She can't leave?
No.
You haven't seen her, like, out away from there?
I have not yet to see her out away from there. She's always in her house or walking around, like, right here.
Okay.
I have her fenced in because I hate her with a passion and I want her to leave and die.
Maybe it was a fluke that Pinky was out of her jail cell then.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, she cannot get out.
They can't escape.
What?
They're stuck.
Yeah, she's
Okay,
stuck. She can't get out.
I'm logging on now to see if she's back in her stupid house now the bug off's done. Because she was out walking around for the bug off, and I'm like, why are you here?
I am a hidden flower garden.
Dude, I was going crazy on, like, breeding roses and flowers and stuff.
Oh, I still am.
I just have.
I had, like, perfect little, like, flower field set up, so
Same.
I put them all in front of my house and turned it into, like a farmyard for flowers.
I have a little, like garden area.
Are you watching FrootzKat?
I'm only watching those.
Oh, thanks. I didn't know if you were still
You're
playing
just
your
the only one there is.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know if you were still playing your game or something or something going on.
No, I signed out of it.
God, I don't know if it's me or if it's this game, but I can never, like, line up anything on the first try.
It's you.
Shut up, Aaron.
Make me. Ooh, it's a clear sky. I might get stars tonight.
But no, I'm really proud of, like, some of the work I did. And then,
I thought once you picked that up, it was no longer a money.
Do what?
Oh, I guess so. Works. No, I'm just stupid.
Oh, good. She's stuck in there.
Yeah, I'm a little, like, nice little... And my 2 first villagers, I moved up here with me. They get to live up here.
I let the ugly ones roam free. It's alright.
And then this is my sand area that, like, again, if you read Doom, you'd know, like, this is CH DeBoer. But the fun thing, my little hidden area, he lets weeds grow.
I just remembered what my island is called.
What?
It's Slunt Island.
I'm a little hidden fishing reservoir.
She's back in her jail cell, like it should be.
Well,
I want to
isn't
go see my island.
it's
My
gone.
kids are sweet.
What?
I miss them.
You need to find your switch. Can't let your switch go.
I don't know where it's at.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end it, but we're gonna jump on in the morning and probably stream us doing our turnips, and then maybe jump back on for Spokemon. I don't know. So if you're up in the morning,
Let's see. I generally wake up at like 6 or 7 in the morning, just naturally.
same.
And then I'll eat, I'll stay up for a couple hours, and I'll pass out again.
Alright.
I
Everyone
take
say
lots of
goodnight.
Good night.
Goodnight.
Farewell.
Bye.
Well, you can stay on.